don't see me. I'm the Osiris of this shit.
Check this out.
Perfect.
Champion, the way of the warrior, champion eyes, get back up, my spirit cries.
But you're a well-rounded warrior. You keep on fighting. That's what I am. Well-rounded warrior. I say for me, I've been passed over my family, my fans, so-called family, some so-called family members, some friends, and etc. Pass over me. They feel that I'm not even there. And I used to accept it as I'm gonna prove something to you. Nah. That I have to understand when I get older is what I am. And I have to understand that when I'm moving of a certain space of my life to strive to do better, not that many people are going to understand your vision. Not many people is refused to understand the growth of your vision, of your self-vision. The growth of your vision help some.
You ain't lying.
Good evening. Welcome to my channel. The Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the one and only, the number one GRINDA, one of the best kept secrets on YouTube, the best of the business. That's what I am. Welcome to the underrated boxing talk number 32. Gonna wait for some more people to come through. We're gonna keep this boxing thing going and everything. Please check out earlier. I did it earlier. Underrated music talk. I read about the great Beanie Siegel, better known as Beans. So I want you to go check that out. And everything else, all right. So about the fight about Tank Davis he came on strong. He came on strong. So that's the beautiful thing about it. You know, he came on strong, so so hold on. Yeah, so so y'all go check that out about beans and stuff. That's Beanie Siegel. Like I said, that's the underrated music talk and everything else. So you'll check it out. So what about that? But before our people is coming, wait for people to come. No. It was a great win for Tank Davis. See how the media, we here. Thanks for coming. Appreciate that. I see how the media how they treated Tank Davis. This is the same media saying that Tank Davis cannot win. This is the same mainstream media talking about Barrios was big. Yeah, he's big. He is big and gonna dominate him. Tank Davis never been with nobody that like that and everything else. So all they were saying yeah, if he lose, it's gonna mess up his career. But look what happened. It was a big win. And Barrios, I believe he's a pretty good fighter. He's gonna bounce back. And he gonna do great things. Trust and believe. He's gonna do great things. He still got time to be a superstar. He's a star now, but he gonna be a superstar. But yes, great win. Exactly, Rush. Exactly, brother She. But we already know that the last 4 fights that Tank Davis had fought, it been pay-per-view. So he become a pay-per-view. Nelly Nuggets, how you doing? Thanks, sweetie. Thanks for showing up. I very much appreciate the underrated boxing talk number 32. Wow, it's 32. Well, get back from saying this media, the constant disrespect of black fighters, the constant disrespect of Bomb Squad, better known as Deontay Wilder. And there are also other fighters that have been disrespected. But the sad thing about it, they don't even know the history. And they should know the history, how continually the black fighter have been disrespected. And so thanks for visiting my house. And I got to visit your house soon, too. I got to visit your house. So make sure I have some food because I'll be hungry. But I'm definitely going to visit your house, too. Thanks for visiting my house. I very much appreciate it. And the practice of some of these promoters, they making belts for people, for Canelo. They making belts for him, franchise belts, Joey the Serpent, thanks for coming. Appreciate you, bro. But it seems like the people in society do not want to know the history of that, Uh-oh. Did I know who this is? Oh, I know who this is. That's my man right there. That's Big Spin right there. See, Big Spin is? Leave that man alone.
I had to tell wifey, I said, yo, I can't do this shit.
Yo, Big Spin is still here. It's good, yeah. I like that. All right, how you feel, brother?
I'm all right, my brother, man. I was just watching that Fatherhood with what's his name, with Kevin Hart.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was just peeping that out, man, but it was good.
Yeah, man. I'm good, man. We got brother Watcher from Down Under. Welcome back, brother.
What's up?
Well, brother Watcher from Down Under. How you feel?
What's good, man?
Long time, bro. You owe me MMA and boxing. Don't even want. I don't want to hear that. But I will get. Let me get this out. It's gonna be, instead of MMA this week, it's gonna be MMA 7 o'clock. It's gonna be 6 o'clock because we got a whole lot to cover. So I'm gonna see the link and everything. So it's gonna be 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay.
All right, got you.
Okay. Now, all right. So let's get into it, yo. Let's get into it. We're gonna start from you, Watcher, then Big Space. We're gonna get to you. Now, the fight. I know you see the fight, Watch, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Do we want to get your assess of the fight? And Big Space, I want you to expand on it, please.
All righty.
And then other fighters too.
Yeah, well, if we're talking about Javonta and Barrios,
Yeah.
that was you know, there were questions leading up to the fight, and a lot of people were doubting Tank. I was not one of them. I thought Tank would do it in that sort of fashion. Um, Tank has separated himself from the pack, in my opinion. This is a guy that was at super featherweight, and then at lightweight he became a champion, and now he's become a champion at 140. And he got it from a guy that was like humongous compared to him. I mean, the dude was like almost a freaking man taller than Tank. But Tank, to me, he showed heart in that fight, and he didn't get hit as hard as people made out to be because he's very good at rolling with shots and he's very good at riding with them. But it was a good performance. I liked it. I ride with Tank because to me he's nice and genuine. He's raw, and I thought that Barrios did a tremendous job as well. I thought he was smart to kind of keep it long at the beginning, but Tank finds his way in. And remember, he's doing this without a jab sometimes. He's walking his way in without a jab. If he uses his jab more, um, I don't see anyone being able to, capitalize on him, And I think this is a good weight for him as well. 140 is a good weight. He's not cutting too much for himself, and his power is real, for sure. You're on mute.
Go ahead, brother, right there. And Bruce goes, watch out for your link.
Yeah. Well, likewise, man. I feel that, I said it before. Um, you know, Javante in the past has lost his belt. Has been stripped of his belt because of weight cutting, not being able to cut weight. So, 140, I believe that he walk around normally in the 140s. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, to me, I didn't think 140 was going to be a real problem for him because I think that off the gym, what I'm saying, he's walking around in that neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
so I felt that the power, everybody was done. Will he bring the power up? Like I think he's normal in the 140s. You know what I'm saying? He just gotta, he's got a job to cut weight because that's what he's supposed to do. That's what his job called for. But you know, I believe he's naturally in the 140s. So to me, it wasn't going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? For him as far as his power went. But what I did think that it was going to be a problem when the hype being that Barrios is also an elite fighter. I thought that it was going to be a little, which he made it a little. He made it a hard fight. He just didn't make it a very competitive fight. You know what I'm saying? Because it took away from Javante being able to do what he does, in the early rounds the way he normally does. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a matter of time before he figured out. But like I said, if you don't give somebody something to think about, you know what I'm saying, all they're gonna think about is how they're gonna get to you. You know what I'm saying? And that's where like I said, I'm a huge Javante Davis fan because he came from the streets, and to gain everything that he's the popularity that what I'm saying, everything that he's accomplished, what I'm saying, it's like it's my Cinderella story, what I'm saying. So to me, what I'm saying, like, I'm a huge fan, but at the end of the day, I'm a huge fan of the sport, regardless who it is, what I'm saying, like, who's fighting, let's go. I like to see good matches, good fights, what I'm saying. It's at the end of the day, there were two good people, what I'm saying, two good people, and like Underrated said before, they're too young in their careers for anyone to take a loss, what I'm saying. It's not gonna hurt them, what I'm saying, because they did it at their prime, and they still got a lot to give the sport.
Okay. Okay, I have to check something out. TS Boxing. Okay. Okay, got you. Bruce Goes, check your email. I just seen you delete to get on the panel. I want you to get into the front. Now, let me ask y'all. Let me go start from Big Space first. Who you think that Tank Davis should fight next, and then Brother Watcher.
Who do I think? Well, there's a couple heads out there, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you have well, Teal's one of them. Teal. You got Loma. You know what I'm saying? Uh, um, I would think. I think that Loma. You know what I'm saying? It's how it's a complicated fighter. You know what I'm saying? Because he's very slick. You know what I'm saying? Loma's power really comes from surprising. You know what I'm saying? The
Right.
angles. He's an angle fighter. You know what I'm saying? So, you really got to be on point with Loma, because Loma take a swing. Every swing he take, he's not there in front of you no more. He moves with his punches. You know what I'm saying? He's not like a regular fighter that he'll come jab you, you know what I'm saying, and come with the straight right, and he's still there, you know what I'm saying, just bobbing and weaving. Loma takes a swing and he moves with his punches. You know what I'm saying? He'll take a swing with the left, and he's on the left side of you while you're still facing at another angle, and then he come with a right and come across you. You know what I'm saying? Or around your guard. You know what I'm saying? So it to me it'll be like a cat and mouse fight. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's the cat. You know what I'm saying? Davis being the cat. You know what I'm saying? Is he gonna catch the mouse? You know what I'm saying? So because Davis got the power and he's fast. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Loma's a very confusing fighter. He fights in angles. That man will not stay in front of you and fight you. He hits you. He's on the side. He jumps to the other side. You know what I'm saying? He's all over the place.
Okay,
And then like I said, you got Teofimos. You got Teofimos out there. You got Haney. You know what I'm saying? You say,
Telefino.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. Teofimo got power. You know what I'm saying. He's a powerful guy.
Yeah, but he be like, boy, I'm gonna behave myself. I got a name. Let me play a big Spence. And Brother Watch will tell you. The fighters that I feel that they ducking, I got names for them. So
Shakur.
huh?
Shakur's out there too, man. Steven said Shakur, he out there.
No, we gonna debate that. We gonna get into that. But watch it. That Telefucko, I don't like that, bro. Telefucko,
Yeah.
but all right, but we can talk about that. Brother Watcher, same question, please.
Yeah, those are good fights, but Tiafimo will never fight Tank. He will never fight him. He will never fight him. And I saw that interview he did last year or earlier this year, where he's like, "Oh, you know what fight I want next? I want Tank." I like that interview because that sticks in my mind. So if any sort of offer is put out there for the fight, he should have absolutely no problem of taking it, because I've seen that sparring footage. Okay, and I don't want to hear shit about Tiafimo was he was only 16 years old then, and this and that. I don't care if Tiafimo was 16 years old. Couldn't give a shit at all. I mean, Javonta slapped that boy around the ring. Okay, and Tiafimo is out here, doing all kinds of undisciplined stuff. I heard BFTB saying Josh Taylor for Tank Davis, which I like. That's a huge fight. That's massive, and that would be for all the marbles there, for sure. A guy that had been coming up from the lower weights, and boom, he's at 140 fighting Josh Taylor. You know, I
So
mean, who would
that's
have
Josh.
thought?
On Josh Taylor.
Yeah, Josh Taylor. Yeah, and like that's a tough fight, you know, because Josh he can sit outside with you and he can be right up with you and fight you on the inside. That's a
Yeah.
challenging fight, but I believe Tank can prevail in that, you know, and Tank is improving. That's the good thing about it. He's still young,
He's so young, yeah.
so yeah, you know, I think maybe I'd like to see Josh Taylor, but politically, I don't think that's going to happen. You know.
Okay. Got
Yeah.
you. Got you. Hey, welcome, Bruce Goes in the building. What's up, my brother?
Salute Underrated, man. Thanks for calling me on here. Watcher, my brother up there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
This is Spiny Big Spenders.
Oh,
No, that's Big Spence.
nice to meet you, Big Spence, man.
Likewise, my brother.
Hey, Underrated. This was a great weekend of boxing, man. From Friday night to Sunday night.
It sure
It
was,
the
and
whole, oh
we
man.
gonna cover all that tonight.
Oh, brother, I was in heaven, man. I was in heaven. The fights on Friday afternoon, the MTK Global, fantastic, man. Fantastic fights. They're Fight of the Year candidates, man. This kid Sandoval, dude, he fought this local guy, this guy from Ireland who had fought for a world title, and he was a tough kid. He still works a full-time job, and he took the fight on short notice. And man, they put on a Fight of the Year. This Sandoval doubled him over with a ward-like left hook, and then he hit him with a right hand to the body again. I said the first time he went down, if he goes down again from one of those body shots, he's not getting up. And man, and I mean, it went on like that till Sunday night, man. And I'm still coming down from that high, brother.
I got you. Let me ask you the same question I asked other brothers here before we continue. Who you think Tank Davis should fight next?
Well, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I'd love to see him fight Lomachenko right now.
Oh,
I would love that fight. The fans would love it. They both fought tremendous fights on Saturday. Just think, man, the winner of that fight could take on Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, and then we could end up all this clutteration we have with these crazy cats calling themselves the Four Kings. I mean, perfect timing right now. Everything is so hot in that 150, 135, 140 pound division, man. I'm elated. I want to see these fights happen, brother.
got you. Hey, shout out to Curtis Sugar Anderson. Thanks for showing up, brother. Very much appreciated.
Absolutely.
Thank you. If you in here and everything, let us know and everything. But we appreciate you. So I haven't seen you in a while. I'm going to send you an email right now while we're talking. If you want to get on, brother, check your email, brother. Sugar. That's the sugar. That's the sugar. They call it sugar. We got the sugar over here. All right. So always been family. So we want you to come bless us and everything. So there's check the email, brother. Very much appreciated. Now, for me, I mean, Tank could go. We got options, but I'm gonna side with Bruce here. I want him to, but I want to fight Lomachenko. But Lomachenko do want to fight Telefino next. So I don't know what's the time limit of that and everything. But if he's not, if Telefino is not fighting Lomachenko, I would say, I've said I would go to Floyd. I want people to tell me about this. That Floyd did say he want to keep it in house, and you heard what he says. So what we going to do? We're going to start from Bruce. And then we go from Watcher, and then brother Spence, brother Big Spence.
Okay, man. About that, man. Devin Haney, his contract just expired with Eddie Hearn, so he's a free agent out there, man. He could fight Teofimo Lopez right now. They've been jawing all over the internet for a long time now. They pretty much said the contract was ready to go. What was the term they used for what they sent to each other? I can't even remember what they called it, but it wasn't a contract. It was some other crazy name I've never heard before. But anyway, let those two fight. It would be a natural, and this way Tank and Lomachenko could get it on. But either way, man, we got those four guys. I'd like to see Tank fight I'd like to see him fight anybody out there, 140 pounds, 135 pounds. He's a little. You put that head down, he'll knock you out with either hand. He looks like Cabbage Patch Kid. He punches like Mike Tyson. He's got everything, man. At that little size, yeah, if he's managed properly, and Tank is going to be known forever. He's legacy written all over him, man.
Okay. Now, brother Watcher, you heard what Mayweather said. He wants to keep it in the house. What do you think about what he said?
Honestly, like it really is all about him. Like, sometimes he just needs to not speak, in my view. Because, the guy had, a pretty lengthy career, and I mean, the dude, like, I just want to see Tank, and I appreciate Floyd, urging Tank on in the fight, but like those four names right there, they need to fight each other, all of them. I think Tank has separated himself because he's gone up and up in weight. And remember, I know Loma started at featherweight, but Gervonta was at super featherweight as well. Okay, a couple of these other guys like Teofimo, look at the size of Teofimo now. He doesn't look like no lightweight. He looks like he could fight at freaking welterweight or something. Yeah. I don't think these guys, they're not built like Gervonta. They're not built like him. Devin Haney, for me, I'm not even going to talk about him too much. I know a few people know I dislike him, and I don't even talk about the guy much, but I think Loma and Tank is good. I like that as well. Obviously it'd be a lightweight, but it would be good if Loma came up, maybe. Then I'd give even more credit to Loma if he somehow pulled the victory off, because I don't think he beats Tank. And all that bullshit talk people were talking back a couple years ago about, Tank is avoiding Loma. He's scared of him. Yeah, dude, sure. Would Loma have done what Tank did on the weekend? Maybe. He'd be a big guy in Nakatani, but for me, Nakatani's no Barrios. You know what I mean? So, in terms of Teofimo and Haney, look, I didn't even know until now Brusco said that Haney's contract expired. If that's the case, there really shouldn't be a reason. The only reason is that if Gambosis were to beat Teofimo, which is what people overlook, because Teofimo could very well lose that. But, I mean, the ball would probably be in Haney's court there, for me.
Okay. Let me welcome brother TS Boxing in the building.
Yes, sir, man. Thanks for
Good. Before we get to your big speech, we're gonna ask you two quick questions and give me two quick answers. And we're gonna keep it going because I don't want you to feel left out.
I crack real quick.
Yeah, I don't want you to feel left out. Because I don't want you to come out the mile. Yo, you let everybody come. No, I'm messing with you. So you all right now, bro?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, good. The first question is, who do you think Tank Davis should fight next?
In my world, in my perfect world,
okay,
I'm not the biggest fan of the weight jumps unless you take care of business first. I think he beats everybody at 140, 35, and 30. And he's 5'5". People can talk about frame all they want. He can make 130 if he wanted to. And he started there. And he can clean that up. It's not going to be the most flashy fight, and there's not going to be money in it, but you know, he can do that if he wanted to. I think 130 is a good place to start, so he can beat like Valdez, ball him up, or Shakur, any of those guys really.
Okay. All right. Now the second question. What do you think what Floyd Mayweather said that he wants to keep it in house?
Listen, I don't want to work with Top Rank either. I'd rather they all pass away. Let's get Crawford, Shakur, and a couple of other guys we can save. Let them all die over there, including Bob. You know, I hate Top Rank. I hate Tim Bradley. I hate Joe Tessitore. I hate Andre Ward. I hate all of them over there. All of them. I wish they just died. I don't want to even work with Top Rank. I'm not the biggest fan of DAZN either, but these fights need to get made. I think they just need to put money down, and they'll come over to PBC. You know, if you put enough pressure, they'll come over to PBC. If you want to do a co-promotion, do a co-promotion. But get those fucking people in the commentary booth out of there. I never want to see a PBC commentary co-promotion with Andre Ward, Joe Tessitore, or Tim Bradley. Those guys should not commentate them going to the bathroom. We should commentate shit. They need to get out there. I can't stand the commentary. I can't stand it. That's the only way I will work with Top Rank.
Andre Ward was talking more shit today as well.
He can keep running out. That's fine. But listen, that's why he retired early, because somebody was going to get him eventually. I thought Kovalev won the first fight. It was my opinion. And the only reason he beat Kovalev second time is Kovalev didn't train. I don't like Andre Ward, man. I think he's a cornball. And Tim Bradley, he knows he's a cornball. He doesn't even hide it. He's just, you could be disappointed in me. I don't mind. I'll do whatever Top Rank tells me to do. All right, then, whatever.
So you actually saying that he just a barking dog. They just put a leash on him. That's you saying?
Yeah. I hate that whole commentary team over there. But I'll say something about. I was actually thinking about this before I hopped on here. People talk about what Floyd was doing in the corner. I don't think Tank respects his coaches either. I think 3 years ago he fought Jesus Cuellar on Adrian Broner's undercard under Coach Kev, and he blew him away in a round or 2 rounds. That was probably one of his best performances, or the best performance of his career. I think he should go back to Coach Kev or something like that. Calvin Ford is family. He's cool, but he don't respect him. He said it in the post-fight, too. He said, my corner, not Floyd, but my corner was telling him to go move into his jab hand, right? And he said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to throw the jab, fake, and go right. He did his own thing. They didn't even come up with that. They told him, and he said, no, I'm not going to do it. So, I mean, they're cool. They're family, but he obviously doesn't respect them. I think they better part ways before something goes wrong.
Okay.
I don't think Calvin Ford doesn't have enough presence. I mean, Floyd is a man, but like you need to go and beg Floyd to come to the corner in round 4 to give instructions because you can't do anything. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I mean, if you can't do your job, you gotta get gone.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Big Spence, what do you think about that?
Well, I think about it. Well, you know, I'll tell you one thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of people who follow instructions. You know what I'm saying? Because the corner always sees everything that you don't see. And Floyd has, you know, within his career, he was so successful because when his corner would tell him do this, they could tell that boy, listen, when you get there, before you get there, jump up, turn around, do this, and that's what he'll do. He'll go with it, jump up, turn around because he follows what his corner tells him to. I remember when Floyd fought De La Hoya, and his corner asked him, they said, "Listen, don't let him put you on the ropes." After they told him that, when he went out and Floyd put him on the rope, he spun him and got away from the ropes. You know what I'm saying? It's like the man said, you know what I'm saying, you need to follow, your corner, because they see certain things that you might not be seeing. And it comes to, like, I understand, some people, they become so big, they feel that they don't need to, say, I'm my own man, I do what I want, I'm the show here, I'm the man here. But you know what I'm saying, like, that's why, you you got to trainers that perfect you. So if they ask you something in the ring, because obviously they seen something, you know what I'm saying, Tank got the power, he's young, you know what I'm saying, he's got that energy, he got the power and everything, but it all comes down to, you know what I'm saying, Deontay Wilder, you know what I'm saying, you got that power, so they tell you do something, nah, nigga, I'm gonna catch him with this, I know I got this power to get this nigga out of here, you know what I'm saying, so but you can make your night a lot easier if you follow instructions,
That's good. That's good. That's good. Oh, brother Watcher, are you back?
I'm back.
Oh, okay. You want to follow that up? We can go somewhere else. Oh, but before you continue, thanks you, Go Professor, for the super chat and the Cash App. Very much appreciated. Shout out to you, Go Professor, and shout out to Brother Chi. Thanks for keep things working in the chat. Appreciate that. So what do you think? What Big Spin's saying?
What were we saying? I just missed it. I heard something about Wilder
You
and
go.
instructions.
Go. You can repeat, Big Spence.
Okay. Nah, I was just, basically saying, because the brother before came out and said that they had to call out Floyd, to help out with the instructions. So I was, saying, a corner is very important, saying, as when you're in the ring, the corner sees things that you might not be seeing, and one of the reasons that Floyd has always been so successful is because he's always listened to his corner. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whatever you tell him to do, that's exactly what he would do, word for word. And like I said, Javante, he's young. I know that he feels that he's the show. He's why everybody's there. He's his own boss. But I'm saying, like you have the power. I'm saying today the power is there and anything. But I'm saying you need to, it's very important to follow what your corner tells you, because we all know you got the power to take, to get the job done. But I'm saying, you listen to your corners, you could get the job done in a much easier fashion.
Yeah. I mean, I totally agree. Like I don't like. I'm not too concerned about. I think that will be figured out. I mean, Calvin Ford has been with Javante since his foster home days. But I just think a good jab, man. A good jab will solve a lot of problems in there, rather than just because it's funny, they like to compare Tank and Floyd, but Tank doesn't really fight like Floyd. Floyd was a lot more nimble. I'm not saying Tank is not nimble, but he'll walk you down with a high guard and then just bang you to the body and throw an uppercut. Like, he has this way of just getting in on you, and I just think that there needs to be more respect shown to Calvin. And if Floyd's going to give instruction, be in the corner. You might as well just be in the corner. There's no point having this ringside spot and having all the cameras on you and then the crowd booing you. Forget that shit. Just be in the corner if that's the case. You get advice from two people, and I know Tank's not listening much to Calvin, as what Tyrone said as well. But there's got to be some bridge. Maybe there was stuff we heard in the corner that Tank did apply, and we just didn't hear it because the camera wasn't there. You never know, but it will be good for Tank. I mean, like I said, with that guy, it's just discipline and people around him, and get Adrian Broner the hell away from him. Get him away. He's got to go.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I'm gonna say this though. And I want brother Watcher, brother Big Spence, and brother TS Boxing to see that my assessment is right before we continue. I think when Tank was at 130, he could have cleaned out 130. He could have cleaned out 135. I'm talking about clean him out. He could have been undisputed of both weight classes. And then right now he could have been clean out of 140. And then he could have cleaned out. He could have been undisputed of three different 130, 135, 140. By right now, I think right now probably 140. He probably clean it out right now, right this minute. And am my assessment is right?
No, he's definitely, definitely, that kid got power, man. That kid, he's the it factor right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got it. He's
Yeah.
got that.
I think
he got it to make
yeah.
it happen.
Let
me ask you a question. What weight class is on Inoue? Inoue?
120. Is he
no,
122 or 118 or something like that?
let's distract that then. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I think Tank knocks out Josh Taylor inside 10 rounds today.
I think it might be less than that.
Yeah, let's do that. Because I know all about Josh Taylor. I mean, he's cool. He's a cute fighter. He is a dirty fighter. I think he's a dirty fighter. And he likes to get rough and tough with guys. When he gets hit on that 10, like he did versus Postal, I guarantee you he's going to crumble.
I think
fighting on the inside with Tank, it's going to be a bad night for him. And that's all he can fight is on the inside. It's not going to work out.
But you know what, though? Before I even go ahead, brother Watcher, I'll wait.
No, you go ahead, man. You go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you, I vision Josh Taylor fight on Tank. I don't like that matchup. I think Josh Taylor. I tell you like that. I really believe that when he finished Josh Taylor, I think he gonna actually throw up blood. I think they need I think they need to put an ambulance nearby. I think they need a pump.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to get dirty. I don't like that fight. I mean, I really don't care about Josh Taylor, but I don't like that. I don't. I think it's going to be. I think Tank. I don't know. I think Tank that he gonna out him real. He gonna hurt him real bad.
I think I like Josh Taylor. He can fight.
He could fight, but he right. He could fight. I agree on that. My assessment of that, nah, I would not throw Tank against him yet. No.
I think Gervonta knows how to fight tall guys, and he knows how to fight them without expending too much energy, and that will play a big factor in that fight because Josh he likes to drag it out. He likes to make it rough like that, but. Gervonta, he knows now at a young age, he's like 26, 27. He knows how to deal with that sort of stuff, because I've seen that in play. So yeah, it's a good fight. I love that one.
But that's when I made my assessment. Let me go more on my assessment. Why I make that assessment? Because if Floyd would have let Tank deal 130. You remember he jumped at 130, and he jumped 135, then he jumped at 130. I'm saying like, yo, you could have had a chance to clean all three out. I'm talking about all three out. And you still 25. You could have been legend right now. You know what I'm saying? And then so basically, I mean, we be at 140. Think about it. He could be at 140. It's like he just fight for legacy. That's what I was saying. He could be fighting for legacy right now. Like, so I clean out this. I clean it. You know what I mean? And then if he want to retire, he could have like in 3 years. I'm saying like, Floyd, where's you? I understand. It's not about you though. You keep. Yeah. I was looking like he could have cleaned. It's just every time I see Tank. I'm being honest with y'all. I be thinking about that at times. I said, man, you could have cleaned out 130, 135. Quick. It would have been nothing.
Tank is the Tyson of the 130s, 135s, and I believe he's the title of the 140s right now.
I'm just saying, Floyd. I mean, he, I'm sorry. Let me go on another topic because every time I think about it, it make my hair hurt. Because I'm saying we could have been in this modern time right now. We could have been looking at immortality. And Floyd's like, well, anyway, let's go to the next fight because every time I think about it, it makes my hair. I'm ready to curse and I can't do that shit. Okay, every time I big spin, see big spin, you be starting me up, man. I know the ball head and everything. I wow you, we got a ball head and everything. Right there. Well, salute to everybody. Now, Rosario gets Yomba.
Oh man, I love that fight before when it was announced. I just saved highlights on my phone of it now, actually a couple hours ago, and I just keep watching back. It's one of those fights that I always just keep thinking about. Like, man, it played out almost exactly how I said it was going to play out because it's two guys who can't take a punch. And I've said for a long time, Rocky can tell you this. Brooklyn Boxing, if you guys know Brooklyn Boxing, he'll tell you the same thing. Watch it. I think you saw it. I said Rosario was overrated for a long time. I said this guy got blown away by Gallimore, and he had a split decision with Jorge Cota. Jorge Cota is the worst ranked boxer at 154 pounds in any of the sanctioning bodies in the top 15. That guy is horrible. He cannot box. Jorge Cota is one of the worst fighters, flat out, in boxing. He sucks. He's definitely the worst fighter on the PBC roster, 100%. Jorge Cota. And he always gets these chances. If you had a split decision with Jorge Cota, I said, this guy is overrated. I know he beat J-Rock, but J-Rock can't take a punch to save his life either. All the guys Jamal Charlo fought can't take a punch. Hatley, Harrison, Trout, you name it. Lubin. I mean, think about it. All the guys Charlo fought recently in his WBC run, even John Jackson, who he knocked out. John Jackson couldn't take a punch neither. But that's another tangent. But Rosario and Lubin, I think Lubin did pretty good. I mean, he got caught with really nothing. Rosario didn't even really put much into that. He didn't even really step into it, and he hurt him badly. You know, no big surprise. But Lubin can recover a little bit as long as it's not devastating, and he got him out with a body shot. It could be the body or the head for me. I don't care. Rosario, no matter what. Rosario gets touched once. He just short circuits.
Yeah, but I'm saying, see, like Rosario, no. Yo, see, TS Boxing, man. Why you be taking my points, man?
I'm sorry, man, but it is. I know
I just messing with you, man. But you know, it seems that you can blow a Rosario body and he get hurt. Why every time you can puck at his body, he get hurt?
Listen,
why don't y'all explain
Rosario
that? I don't understand it.
I think Rosario should retire already, man. Listen,
People are saying that.
he's been exposed. He's been exposed. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was something more, but when I seen, what happened, and I seen him again through this, like, listen, you just came from a loss. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to, demonstrate, that you recovered your, that what happened last time was a fluke. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? To come and damn near they had the same fucking results when you get touched, in your torso. Come on, man.
I just messing with you, Tyron. I just messing with you.
Well,
the point.
Can I have
Go ahead, watch.
I remember Tyron said it. He just explained it about Rosario being overrated, and I was one of those people saying that he was not.
I'm right 80% of the time, man.
I know, but just
I'll fight with my dad. I'm sorry to cut you off. I was watching that Apote fight with my dad, the cruiserweight fight. I said, look at this guy. I said, the African dude from Nigeria. I'm looking at him, and my dad's like, no, he's beating up the other dude. He's going to win this fight. I said, no. It was round 4. He was getting tired. You could see it. And then round 6, the guy catches him with a big left hand and puts him on his ass. and he wins. He ends up beating the African guy, winning the fight. Go ahead, Watcher.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that fight because I heard a lot about it. But so I was one of those people trying to big up Rosario. Remember, I didn't know much about the guy. Tyrone explained the background to me, and after this fight, now looking at it, he is overrated.
Mm-hmm.
He is overrated.
You know, I was right with you with Rosario, man. I was right with you with Rosario. I felt that okay, he's nice, this and that, but you know, I start seeing these things like something's up here, man.
Yeah, and remember, before this fight, he was talking a lot of shit, a lot of hot stuff about Jamel, saying, "Oh, it was a fluke, but the Julian Williams fight wasn't a fluke." And then he was trying to mean mug Lubin at the weigh-ins.
Yeah, I seen that.
And look what happened. He got his ass beat. Okay, and look, I know he hurt Lubin, and look, Lubin, you know, he needs to learn to tuck his chin properly and
Lubin needs
cover.
Lubin needs a helmet.
I know, but you know what? I think
he cannot afford to take a big shot. I'm telling you, if I hit Lubin, he'll go. And no, forget that. Fuck. I can get a kid from down the street, 10 years old. If he loads up and hits Lubin, Lubin will go down.
He can't take a punch, man, but he can take a punch to the body, you know? And my thing is, I think Rosario, there's something wrong with him. I heard Stormy talking about
Stormy was talking about it. Yeah, I left a comment. I think it's a really good point. Yeah, go ahead, Watcher.
I think that remember, this guy was homeless, right? So when you're in that state in life, your body physically, it's not getting what it needs, right? And he's Dominican as well, so he traveled. So maybe he picked something up that has really damaged his body. I think what he needs to do is take a long time off. Okay, he's made a lot of money because he's had a pretty short career. Okay, he hasn't had the longest of careers, but he's been very successful for his limited ability and the damage. And I think he needs to go see someone. He needs to go to Germany and have a neurological and
neurologist,
some cell testing or whatever, because that's a serious issue. Remember, he got hit to the body twice and then got hit with the jab and went down. The guy can't take a punch anywhere. And when he got hurt at the end of that round, he was banging his gloves together like, let's go. But
he always does that. Every time that Rug gets hurt, he starts banging his gloves and shaking his head. Yeah. I mean, he does it all the time when he's hurt. I mean, just to piggyback off that last punch at the end of the round, it hit him right on the top of the head. At first, I thought it grazed him, but then it looked kind of solid. But still, he was leaned back into the rope, so he took some stuff off that punch, and it still left him all over the place. Like he couldn't sit on his corner.
He had the spaghetti legs walking.
It's just. I think a neurologist, definitely.
He just needs time off because he is a severely damaged individual. And remember, he's not a small guy either. But I'm gonna say this as well. His body is very weird looking. Like he looks
very drained. Very drained. He looks really thin.
He looks like an ectomorph, but it looks like he fills in when he's not in camp. It's really weird, his body. I've seen that before in some others, and it's weird. But I credit to Lubin, he looked good, but he needs to wear a motorcycle helmet or something.
Motorcycle helmet.
He can't take a punch, and he gives that hook that landed, guys. You cannot that had absolutely no technique behind it, no turn. It was just put out there. That's how, when I teach people in the gym, that's how they first start throwing a hook like that, that wasn't technical or powerful, but he was on Bambi Street doing, tippy toe dancing when he got hurt, that's no good. That needs to be sorted. I think a motorcycle helmet, highest level grade, and the guys can't take a punch. It's so weird, man, how they go. They really go. But Lubin, good job. I liked it. I liked the performance overall.
Yeah. He did. Lubin definitely did pretty solid. Go ahead.
It's funny, right? I text you see like Charlos, right? They acquired Joanne Guzman.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
You know,
Jamal. Yeah.
and you know what I'm saying, that like I text her once in a while, we text back and forth. And when I seen Rosario taking the fight with Lubin, I was like, like I know, Lubin, you know what I'm saying, he puts it all out there, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, is it, I text him, I said, yo, you think it was the right thing for him to do that? He goes, he should be all right. When the thing happened, I sent him a text, I said, what did I tell you? And he was like, he needs to retire. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I said, damn, because I don't know if you know about Joanne Guzman, but like when in his heyday when he was boxing, he was like he was like a Pernell out there.
Yeah. He's very slick. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had power. You know what I'm saying? He had power. He was slick. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like a replica of Pernell Whitaker. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I told him, I said the same way on the Charlos, acquire you. I think that Rosario should acquire you to at least teach you some defense, because like, man, you know what I'm saying, if you can't get hit, you got to learn how to stay away. How to throw punches, or slip punches or something. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can't take it like that, learn how to defense. Your defense. You got to work on your defense.
Yeah. Big Spence, do me a favor.
Sure.
Put some in the chat.
Okay.
Put some in the chat. All right. And TS, you put some in the chat now. And I'm gonna do something special for your brothers. And while we gonna keep it, let me mention this. Welcome to my channel, the Underrated Dr. Yours Truly, the #1 grinder, one of the best catch secrets on YouTube, the best of the business, and I've been putting it down for a long time. We got the brother Watch Out from Down Under. We got T to the S boxing up in the piece, and then we got Big Spence. That's money man right there. When a man got a boy head shiny like that, that means he got money. So yeah, I'm gonna stick to him.
Looks can be deceiving, my brother. Looks can be very deceiving.
Yeah. So we're gonna keep going. Then Bruce Goes, he said he has to leave. So thank you, Bruce Goes, and everything. We're gonna keep this going. And this is the Underrated Boxing Talk. Can't believe this, y'all. Brother Watcher, number 32.
Yeah.
All right.
We got a private chat or in the comment section.
Comments.
Okay, yeah, I put something in the comments. But yeah, I just want to get back to the Lubin stuff. Yeah, man. Just in general, there's tons of guys in boxing, dude, who did well, even though they had, toilet paper for a chin. I mean, Terry Norris, especially starting the mid of his career, dude. After Julian Jackson knocked him out, I mean, his chin was gone. He was done. I mean, he was hurt before then, but when Julian Jackson did it, his chin just disintegrated. But I mean, he became, a multiple weight champion after that.
Man. Hold that thought. Big Spence, I want you to put it in the regular chat.
The regular chat. How you do that, bro? But you know how you know with this shit.
You gotta go on YouTube.
You gotta go on YouTube. Yeah, you gotta go on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, you gotta go on YouTube. And TS, put something in the chat right now.
Yeah, I put something up. I put some.
No, type something again.
Okay, hold on a second. Go YouTube.
Anything.
Okay,
yeah. See, there it is. There it is, bro. Got you.
But who else was I going to say? Tommy Hearns. I mean, people love Tommy Hearns, but I'm sorry, that guy could not take a shot if his life depended on a big shot. He had to work on his defense. He had to keep his hands up a bit more and became multiple weight world champion. So, and that's what it is. Even Lubin just made one small mistake and he got hurt. But before them, Every time he got on the ropes, or he was covering up nicely what he needed to do, and that's what Rosario needs to do in practice. I know he comes up in the high guard, but first thing he needs to do is get checked out medically. Get checked out, make sure nothing's wrong with him. Maybe move up, maybe, I don't know, but or get a dietitian or something. He's got to be more healthy, and work on his defense. Start doing more ab crunches. Start tighten up the defense. Working on your technique. It's not, you can't just come forward and not throw right shots. Throw anything. You gotta come forward and come with a game plan. Either you're throwing to the body or jabbing to the head or something. A strategy. Just not any type of shot, leaving yourself wide open. So he has a lot to work on, and he is a flawed fighter, and it shows.
Hey, Underrated.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm over here used to that, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You gotta walk me through this one.
Okay. You go to my YouTube. Just go to YouTube and look at my name, the Underrated Doctor, spelled with one R, like Underrated. You will see. Yeah, see on you the same you every avatar you see on there.
Okay,
That's
Underrated.
me. Underrated Darkness.
Underrated Darkness. Okay, Underrated Darkness. Okay, got it.
Okay, you hit the bell twice, so that means that you sub to me.
All right,
And
where I find this little bell at?
Huh?
Okay, I got the home. I got shorts, the plus.
Look at the right. On the right, you see the bell?
Underrated. Okay. Oh, I gotta hit your thing. Okay.
Yeah, hit the thing twice.
Okay.
So that means like that. Cause you got a YouTube channel, right?
For me, nah.
No? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Here goes the bell. I got it.
Okay.
Okay. Boom.
All right.
Okay.
And then you go. Then you go until you hit the show. Then you should see the chat.
Okay. Let me see. Man. All right, cause let me see. Like I subscribed, right? I just subscribed. Okay. Boom. Let's see.
God. Okay, back.
Okay, come on.
Oh, we're just waiting? Okay. Hey, Ty, did you see Wilder's video he put up just now?
No.
Yeah, man. He his bench is there, not as much as me, but he's up there. He's up there, dude. He's
How
up
much
there.
hold on, how much do you do, Tyrone?
340. And I'm only 185.
You know Fury can't lift what Wilder just lifted, right?
I know that. I know Fury can't lift with what my brother lifts.
Dude, Wilder is coming in heavier. I think
It's all good. I mean, the talent's not my level of talent. I got the 340 in almost 2 years, but in a little less than 2 years. But he's there. Just had to shout myself out there.
So let me ask you a question. What you think weight that he gonna come in? Start from watching.
Yeah, go ahead, watch it.
He's gonna come in at probably 240 or above. 240 something.
No, I think 225.
I think he's going to come in at 240 because I remember, words can mean nothing sometimes, but he said he's going to come in higher than last time.
Okay.
Or around that same weight. But I think, dude, like the guy's stronger than Fury. He just had nothing under him last time. So it's like, the weight didn't matter. People go on about the weight. It's like, come on, dude. He's fought near that. He's fought at that weight before. Just give me 1 minute.
30, yeah, and he's looked fast. He looked faster than he was when he was at 230 when he was younger. Of course, you're not going to be as fast as you are when you're younger, when you're older. But when he was younger and he was at a higher weight, he was faster.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We have to see. I would like him to be at 225. I think that's a solid weight, but whatever works.
But I think that if he goes to like brother Watcher like 240 and stuff like that, and I think that'd be pretty good weight, and I think he probably get faster. I really believe. I think that because we already knew that he could knock out for with the left hand, and he was about like maybe like 225, right? Right. Hello.
Yeah.
So he was at 225, right?
For which one?
Well, he was at
What-
228, 229 for Kelvin Price. I think the highest was 231 his last fight, but before that it was either 231 again or 230.
No,
229 for Molina.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Spence. Okay.
Yeah. Oh man, I was lost, kid.
Now don't worry about that. I just you know what I'm gonna do?
I can hear everything. Man.
All right, no, don't worry about Big Spence. What I'm gonna do from now on, I'm gonna send you the link through IG.
Yeah, man.
We gonna keep it like that. Like that.
You gotta keep it simple, man. I tell you, man.
I got it. All right, we right. I'm gonna see the link through IG from now on. I got you. Yeah. So that when we was talking Big Spence about the weight of Wilder. What do you think was a good way for Wilder to come in to fight Fury?
Well, he's not like he's pretty, he's pretty slim, you know what I'm saying, for a big guy, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't know, man. I think he just gotta be himself, man. Like, like the key to listen, man, I'll tell you, man, the key to every fight, man, is that jab, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta live behind that jab. That jab is gonna set things up for you, it's gonna help. Listen, the jab is the key to everything that's gonna come behind you. You know what I'm saying? He's got the fucking power. The man is a fucking animal, you know what I'm saying? He's got the power, you know what I'm saying? He just gotta, get more into the conventional, you know what I'm saying, boxing skills, you know what I'm saying? Do what boxers do, box. You know what I'm saying? Don't rely on your power like that. It's gonna come. Don't seek it, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna land it.
Right.
Fury, he jabs, he does the bob and the weave and the thing, you know what I'm saying? Fury does what the short guys be doing. You know what I'm saying? He does all the shit, you know what I'm saying? Like Wilder, you know what I'm saying, nigga, you're athletically, you're like a fake dog, nigga. Like dogs, get into the fundamentals of it, you know what I'm saying? Get into it, don't rely too much on your thing, because that shot, it might not come, as fast as you come. You might take some abuse, before you get there. But I believe, you know what I'm saying, like, Wilder needs to step it up, man. He really needs to step it up, man, because like another, you know what I'm saying, a loss right now is gonna, like, I don't know what he's gonna be after this. If he's gotta really be, gotta go for broke here.
I agree. I think last fight, the thing is, even we know the bullshit that went on last fight. He had no legs, but the world is not giving him the opportunity like they would give other people. So backs against the wall, man. This shit or bust.
Yeah,
that's real talk. Like he has to win this fight. Even if he loses, there's no point fighting White or Charles Martin or any of those guys, because we know he can beat those guys. It does nothing for him. So he needs this fight is it. I think he wins this fight and he probably defends against somebody, but I don't know if AJ would want the undisputed, but this fight I think he'll win, and he needs to win.
Yeah.
To shut everybody else up.
Okay, brother Watcher, do you want to follow that up before I ask this other question?
Yeah, he does have to win it. It's not like I'll jump ship, if he loses. He's winning this fight though. He's got to do it.
Yeah,
he's got to do it. You know, and look, I just saw a post from Fury's nutritionist or whatever saying, putting a picture up from 2016 of Wilder eating a burger, and he's like, "Oh, it's under the hood, like you know what matters." Like
Is that Mike
locked
Daltrey
and
or
loaded MMA.
well, I
That
know
guy.
who is it? They have those diet nutritionists. It's a I don't know. Whatever. Go ahead.
So some fucking hanger on, some yes man on his team, but again, all that shit doesn't matter from 2016 because they didn't fight in 2016. You know, I'm just very ready for this fight. You know, we're under a month away. Okay, like you know, Fury to me, is a little awkward and uncomfortable. You know, I don't think he's quite up for this. You know, I don't think, or he is, but I don't think he's prepared for Wilder and his wrath. You know, last time he got a pretty easy roll of the dice there. Okay, this time not so much. Okay, like I've seen Wilder just, you know, be extra intense, and I just see him doing it, man. You know, and I think a lot of it will come from the body work.
You know, he needs to redeem himself on this one now.
This is a must. This is a must win.
Exactly.
If I'm Fury, I'm gonna get my. It's too late because he's bought into the hype. But even Fury knows deep down what he should be doing is get his weight down, get light, and box him up. That's how Fury would win this fight. If he does an even better job than the first fight. Forget the second fight. Even Fury knows second fight was bullshit. The guy could not move. He needs to be true to himself. Fury likes to stay on his feet and box. That's what he needs to do. But
Yeah.
I think he's listening to the wrong people. I think that these guys, they don't know the sport. He knows that wasn't Wilder there. Wilder had nothing there that night, and he just got he got a roll of the dice and
I was shocked, man. Like I was shocked. So the way that went down, I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. Like it wasn't. That wasn't Wilder, man. That's not him, man.
Exactly. If Fury's smart, but I think just too many people got. I'm talking about it like the fight's over, he's lost, but that's how I really feel because he's gonna get too high up in weight and it's gonna backfire. I'm telling you, and we're gonna sit here, all four of us, day after, the week after, talking about what happened. We all knew it was gonna go wrong because he didn't listen to himself, and I think he's gonna fire a lot of people after the 24th, telling them to get high in weight and all this stuff. Fury is a boxer. He moves on his feet. That's how he beats Wilder if he wants to win. Not this come forward stuff, but he bought into it. He's getting heavy, and it's going to backfire. It's going to backfire.
Well, I've seen he's got this amazing ability to be a chameleon. This guy Fury, man. I mean, like his body looks different every week. Well, every like 2 weeks, I check on his Instagram.
Filters.
He's got fucking. The guy's got a 6-pack now. But he still looks so heavy.
Let me see.
Go check.
Got the 6-pack with the love handles?
Yeah, pretty much. He can't take a body shot. He cannot. He can't. I've seen him hit there.
Yeah.
It's a weakness. When you're that big, I don't know which picture it was.
I'm gonna add something to this too, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a, like when I be watching people, boxing, a lot of people kind of like don't use this, this punch, like the straight jab to the stomach. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a punch that stops anybody in their track. You know what I'm saying? It's like you could be jabbing somebody, jab on top and straight to the gut. Jab on top, straight to the gut, because they get so used to thinking you're coming back down that you could surprise them and catch them on top. You know what I'm saying? I'm like why people don't use that often, that jab to the stomach, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, jab to the stomach, man. I think that'll be there. I think he needs to I think he'll hurt him with the left hook somewhere. And that's going to be hurt.
He could hurt him just by hitting him in the shoulder.
I think what's going to happen is Fury The first couple rounds will be a feel out round, 1 or 2. Then he'll try coming forward and he'll get hit with something and he'll get hurt. He might go down. He gets back up and he tries to get on his feet, but he's too heavy. He'll try to move around, but he'll be too heavy. And then Wilder will catch to him and hit him with something later on. I think Wilder will probably stop him mid, maybe around 7 or 8. And it's all because, he listened to his team. Fury would have listened to his team and did the wrong thing. He should have boxed. He should have came a low weight, but he's not going to do that. And he's going to mess him up on fight night.
I'm going to say this, dude, like Fury coming in at a low weight. Okay, look, as much as I dislike the individual, he can box very well. Okay, earlier in his career when he was light. But what did John Fury say about the people on his team? Bunch of yes men, got about like 20,000 yes men on his team.
Said that Wilder's going to win this fight. That's what his dad says, and his dad's never been wrong about his son's fights. He even predicted last fight somehow.
Yeah. And you know what? That's not good. That's from your father, okay? Like that says a lot. And Wilder is surging right now. Okay, like in the video he's doing the train noise, and he's saying you better get your weight up, and I think Fury will walk onto something in the process early. I think I got Wilder by round 9 KO because I think Fury will just do enough to get out the way of some shots, but I would not be surprised if Wilder finishes him like early because he knows how to get Fury now.
Yeah.
He's got to do it.
Okay. Yeah. I got a question to put out to your brothers. Now, I really believe that Wilder's going to win. Okay, let's say Wilder's going to win, right? Now, the question I want to ask, I meant to ask the last one I had the boxing live. Do you think the Saints going to keep him away to be undisputed?
Yeah, I don't think AJ will. I don't think AJ's team will want that fight. They're already talking about mandatories and that he'll have to fight White or something. And Fury in the background, his team will say, "Well, that's bullshit. I came in too heavy. I want a 4th fight." And shit, well, that's a good argument too. They're going to try to push for a 4th fight next year or something like that. So it's just going to be a carousel.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, man. I believe that. So, I don't think that AJ is really gonna want to go there. You know what I'm saying? Because you're looking at a very powerful. You're looking at somebody who got a very powerful punch, and physically is just athletic as he is. You know what I'm saying? You're not finding a slouch. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at somebody that the physique is like looking at yours. You just you might be a little bit more bulkier, but you're looking at a perfect physique. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's on his A game, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's got a problem there.
Okay. For the watch.
I'm not even thinking about any fight after this fight. It's Fury all the way for me. All the others, as far as I'm concerned, they aren't serious. They aren't serious. So for me, my focus is just Fury Wilder 3.
Okay. I asked that question because I think when Wilder beat Fury, and I think that I said for me, I think them Saints gonna be up to something else. But I understand that we want to stay focused on Wilder 3. That's all I want to put it out there. Now, can y'all tell me which fighter that you wants to fight? Tell me which fighter should fight better competition right now.
Dillian White.
You mean PED Papa?
Man, Dillian White, and I say it because I haven't talked about him in a while, but I'm hearing he might fight Jermaine Franklin next. Nothing's confirmed. But he's not serious. And if he was to fight Jermaine Franklin and win, right? and then Eddie Hearn got him to fight AJ next. Do you really think that beating Jermaine Franklin's a good fight to take before Joshua fight? Is that a good learning fight? That's not a good learning fight. Charles Martin called Dillian White out today. I'd like to see that. For me, that's a step up for Dillian. I personally think that is a step up. And that's a fight Charles Martin can win because Charles Martin is a better boxer than Dillian. Never mind all this stuff about Dillian beating Parker and Povetkin. Don't worry about all that. Why don't you fight someone bigger than you? Someone that can actually box. Yeah? And Charles Martin, okay, he's improved in my opinion. I don't think Dillian's improved at all. I think Dillian hits harder. That's all I think he's improved on. I think he hits harder, and I think he has more confidence in himself. I don't think he does anything else. I think he needs to fight someone. He needs to fight someone, okay? You know, just fighting some American novice fighters, it's not going to cut it for me.
No.
You know, there's plenty of guys out there that need to fight better competition. Plenty.
So what do you think about Usyk?
Usyk as the fighter or Usyk versus like someone else?
You know what I'm saying? No, like, you know, versus someone else, because, like, you know, he's time after time has prevailed. You know what I'm saying? He's, you know, he set up his, you know, like, everybody who he comes up against, you know, he gets the job done.
Yeah, well, I mean, like Usyk's fighting Joshua next. Well, I mean, we're led to believe anyway. But I mean, look, Dillian White could have fought Usyk, but he made excuses up. He's like, he doesn't speak English, this and that. He doesn't sell. But he fought Rivas. He fought Marius Vak, who can barely speak English, and he fought Povetkin, who can't speak English.
True.
Okay, and those guys, what do they all have in common? Well, Vak is old. Rivas is good, but he's short and he doesn't throw a lot of punches. Povetkin doesn't throw a lot of punches. He's short and he's old, right? What about someone that's around your height? What about someone that's, you know, a seasoned boxer? Because Usyk, in my opinion, would beat Dillian up. He would pepper him up, in my opinion. I think Chisora, despite having 11 losses, that is a harder fight for Usyk than Dillian because Dillian, he doesn't understand distance very well. Okay? And he loads up on jabs. I mean, to load up on a jab, you must be one unintelligent combat artist. You know? It's crazy. But I think, you know, Usyk Joshua, that's a good fight. I think Joshua wins it. But again, if Joshua gets hit by some sharp shot, he can go. Okay, his powers of recovery are absolutely terrible. Okay, Vladimir Klitschko almost had him out. If Usyk somehow lands, you know, because people go on about Usyk doesn't have the power. You don't need to hit someone hard. You just need to hit someone right.
Yep.
That's the difference. And if you hit Joshua right, he's gone. There's probably 2 fights where he's recovered. Right, one was against Klitschko, and one was against Dillian, and he gets credit there. Ruiz, he couldn't recover. So this is interesting, you know. For me, it's becoming more of a banana skin. This fight, in my opinion.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Well, you gotta look at, like, a lot of people overlooked on Ruiz. You know what I'm saying. But Ruiz, you know what I'm saying, for a heavyset guy that he was, because now, you know, he lost more weight now. You know what I'm saying. But for the heavyset guy that he was, he had some very great hands. You know.
Yeah.
Like his speed is like. Is like unprecedented. Like nobody would have ever thought that, you know, he had that fast reaction, had that fast hand speed the way it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a shocker, you know. And you know, like I had seen, you know, Ruiz from before, and I knew that he had those, you know, as heavy as he looked, I knew that those arms were quick.
Yeah.
That's what he shocked you know, he shocked up on AJ, you know. You know, it's crazy, and you know, and now, you know, what I'm saying, he's with the Canelo camp, you know, and he still got some ways to go, because when he fought this guy, the last fight he just had with the other Mexican guy, like he took one, you know what I'm saying, he dropped on the second round, he got dropped or something like that, and you know, like he still got, you know what I'm saying, it's a big improvement for what he was, you know. But I think, you know, he, you know, he still needs to, you know, to sharpen up a bit.
Okay. TS Boxing. You there? Guess he's not. Well, now, let me say, well, the fight, is next month with Wilder and stuff like that, and um, I want to ask this question too. How do you think the media is going to treat this fight?
Yeah, they don't, you know, they don't, you know, Wilder, man. But you know, it's all, you know, saying like they, everybody, you know, they were even talking about, you know, Wilder when he came in with the earphones. You know what I'm saying? Like, he want to block out the world. You know, while Fury, you know, saying Fury got a mouth, man. You know what I'm saying? He's entertaining, man.
Well, you know, I asked that question before I get to watching Brother Dear Sports. They he is parading. They treat him like he's a god. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, what is you? And this is America. You know what I'm saying?
He's
Even around the
flamboyant, man. He's
country.
flamboyant.
He said, I'm gonna knock him down. I'm gonna do this, that. You wait and see. You know, I know he's a good fighter, but are you gonna see? Oh, they all dollars like this. They got all googly eyes like this. Oh, yeah. Oh my god. Like they fall in love with him, like they gay or something. Like, God, man.
Yeah, man. He never fought a gypsy before.
Yeah, they basically, I mean, they're already treating it like they've done with some of these heavyweight fights in the past. They did with Lewis and Rockman the same thing. They said, you know, Rockman will probably win this fight again, or so and so. But they're already looking at Wilder. He's scared. He doesn't want to do this and that.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is this: all these heavyweights can beat each other if they have a certain strategy. I'm tired of guys. I mean, I know people online, and you hear it. Fury's the best heavyweight, bar none. He has a back flap and a fupa, like a female fupa on his front. Like, that's not how a heavyweight's supposed to look. And like, he comes in and he thinks it's like swag. Like, he sits here and has his like shirt off and comes in, like, people be fucking with him. Only weirdos like him. Like, he thinks hey, girls actually like him. Like, he'll sit here with a shirt off and be like, yeah, look at this. And people are like, oh, but we like you anyway because you're not Deontay. It's like, we'll just see on fight night, and they'll jump on the bandwagon with Deontay afterwards. They'll say Deontay is the best heavyweight bar none, and everything else. So it's actually, they won't even give him that. They'll say he got lucky. So it's I mean, the media is bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit anyway. They don't really watch boxing. Like, they just watch what people hear. It's for them, it's like basketball. Like, they open up and they see the box score. They do the same thing with boxing. They don't even really watch the fight.
Yeah,
They just see the result. So it's whatever.
Yeah, I feel bad.
They're just very mad, these media people. Like, I see Mike Hoppinger and Lance Pugmire and all these guys. They're so mad that this fight is happening, but you know, they're like, "Oh, this is the fight that blocked."
I'm like, why though? But and that's one thing I'm saying. Like, it's only right that's the fight to make. You know what I'm saying? You know, they had to draw the first one. You know, he beat. You know what I'm saying? So there has to be that trilogy. Like, why are they getting mad? They feel like, why the fuck everything up? Because he's gonna go fight with AJ. Like, no, man. You know, this is supposed to happen.
Right.
It was signed. It was signed. It was meant. I'm sorry, dude. Like, you put your good name on that contract, okay? You must follow through. And it is time to follow through. But the fact that Fury tried to get out of the fight shows me his confidence, which is pretty low.
Yeah.
Okay?
No.
You don't do that if you're not confident. You would do it immediately.
And then they were talking about that Wilder was just doing it so he could take the pay, the payday not to fight. And they say, yo, I want that win. I want the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the difference in mentality. Step aside money. He said no, we ain't doing. He said he didn't even get offered that, but the idea wasn't even appealing to him.
Yeah.
And so that just shows his character. But again, that they say that this fight blocked Undisputed. This fight did not block Undisputed. Your Joshua Fury fight tried to block this trilogy. They got it twisted.
And if they want to be mad at somebody, I'm sorry to cut you off, but if they want to be mad at somebody, right? I know we said even Fury could have fought him to get rid of this trilogy. Listen, it was Wilder's team who said that they did not want a trilogy fight in the negotiations. It was Top Rank that begged for a third fight because they were so afraid of losing. It was Top Rank that begged for the third fight, so it backfired.
Yep.
Now that they won by luck, they're like, oh, okay, we don't need it anymore. Now Wilder's using it because you're the one who begged for it in the contract.
So, y'all wanted that.
They wanted the third fight. The Fury people wanted the third fight because they were sure they were going to lose the second fight.
Right.
So, I mean, I guess everything happens for a reason.
Well, look, I mean, it's a good event. I mean, almost all the fights in the card are heavyweights, and there's some known names. I mean, we got. I mean, those are good fights on the card.
That coon Jared Anderson, he's gonna fight a bum.
Jared Anderson does not deserve a place on this card because he has said slanderous things about Wilder, and he should not get this opportunity. He should be fighting in a casino or a hotel because that should be the hard way. Wilder did the hard way, and he should do it the hard way. Why not?
That's me. He should fight in a doggone bar.
Yeah, but that's a real thing, guys. Like people come up that way. People have fights in places like that. It's not an abnormal thing, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. But don't act so privileged out here and hang around certain people and make certain comments because I don't think Jared Anderson is that good. I don't think he's that good. I don't know. People use him as a way to bash Daniel Dubois, and that's just a weak argument to make. But the point being is the card is great. I mean, we got Kalnaki. I heard Kalnaki might not be on the card, but we got freaking Frank Sanchez in the jug bar.
What's going on with the Kalnaki fight?
I'm not sure.
Because I'm thinking he wins that fight. He gets you.
I think he does as well.
Because he was beating up before he got touched. He just needs to tighten up his defense. Really, he'll win that fight, no problem.
Yeah, I seen Kanaki fight. I had never heard of the kid. But when I went to the Porter and Garcia fighting at the Barclay, and he was on the undercard, and he came in with a lot of people that had the red on and anything. But then I was like, damn, this kid pretty good. Like I didn't even know who he was. After that, I started following him, looking him around. Saying like, okay, this kid got something. But,
yeah.
But yeah, what I'm saying? He's just had a bad night with this kid.
Yeah, Hellenius. And Hellenius, he's been around for a very long time. He's heavy-handed. He's got very heavy hands, but I think FA Jugba is going to suffer his first loss. I think
so too.
He's going to go down like a freaking freight train.
Yeah.
I mean, they did with that other guy they found from Africa this weekend. The Apoche dude.
Apoche, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if Glanton stepped on the gas, he would have knocked his ass out.
Huh?
Jugba, to me, is a guy that is a fraud, in my opinion. Okay, I used to like the guy, and it has nothing to do with what he said about Wilder. After that Kaladze fight, I knew he had nothing. He does not stand out to me. Actually, he does when he's on the canvas because he found a home there when he got nailed by Kaladze. Okay, that was not even meant to be thrown hard, that shot. And I saw the neck muscles in Ajagba like spring in and out. Okay, Frank Sanchez is about to beat the absolute crap out of this dude. And Frank Sanchez, in my opinion, is a better boxer. He has better defense, and he can win this fight backing up, or he can win it being aggressive. Either way, I think Ajagba is going to rely on just walking down people, throwing a jab, throwing that delayed one too, where he throws the jab, waits half a second, and then throws the right hand. He'll get countered in between spots like that. Okay, he has bad defense, and I don't think he does anything well. I don't. I really don't. He's going to get absolutely killed, in my opinion. He's going to lose.
And you know I'm gonna be happy about that. I'm gonna be very happy. Because I still don't like what he said about Wilder. I don't.
You know, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Like I, I hate the fact when somebody loses and they start trashing them, cause it's like the same thing happened like with Loma. You know what I'm saying? When Loma fought until and he lost, yo, they counted Loma out, man. I'm like, yo, my man, he just lost this one time. Like, how you gonna count him out like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, he got, you know what I'm saying? He lost one fight and everybody was already like talking mad shit about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, despite okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But he was there for a reason. You know what I'm saying? He was number one for a reason up there. So you have one bad night. And you can't, and that's it. You can't him out.
That's what happened. That's what happened when Leonard beat Hearns with 81.
Yeah.
They wrote Hearns out.
Yeah.
Then Hearns was kept on winning. And that second fight, they can say what they want to. Hearns beat Leonard 89. Yeah. He beat Hearns 89. But here you go again, them judges again. But me and Watcher, we did talk about this, but what impressed me about Hearns, one of my favorite fighters, I'm talking about the second half of their career. I'm talking about Sugar Ray Leonard, all-timers Hearns. Hearns went to unify more titles than Leonard. To me, I think Leonard had a better first part of their career than Hearns. Then Hearns had the better second part of their career, to me, than Leonard.
Yeah. Like my guy, my guy was just marvelous. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like so humble to me. He was like so humble, and I'm going in there to go, do my job. You know what I'm saying? So, even you know what I'm saying? But it's all in the past now. You know what I'm saying? They all, the thing. Nowadays, I just see, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna bring this guy up, man, because I was shocked. This guy came out of left field, man. Like to me, so I ain't know about him. Conor Ben. You heard of him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Conor Ben, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I seen him, he fought some Mexican guy. Dude, when I told you about this kid is a problem. You know what I'm saying? He's a problem. Like his when he's swinging, those he's swinging to take it out the park, man. You know what I'm saying? And physically, you know what I'm saying, athletically, you know what I'm saying, he's got the movement, he got the combos, and that's Nigel Ben's son.
And you can tell it's Nigel Ben's son because, he fights like an absolute dog. And that leads me to, someone else. Conor Ben is a welterweight, and he's high up in the WBO rankings.
Yep.
You got guys like Sean Porter out here. And, if I saw Underrated, he just rolled his eyes. If Black Star was here, we'd probably have tested him by now. But what I'm saying is, dude, don't say you're fighting in July, and then because now it's like almost the end of June, so we know you're not fighting in July. So it would, because he fought in August last year, so that means if he doesn't announce anything in July, he's not fighting in August either. So he's not training hard. He was tapping the bag the other month. He should retire because I'm going to tell you this now: he's going to get hurt. And these young guys coming up, they're going to catch up and they're going to stab him in the back. And they're going to take his place.
Who's on Porter?
Yeah, Sean Porter.
Hollywood Porter.
It's showtime. That's what Black Star says.
Yeah. I always say, man.
Yo, shout out to Black Star Sports TV. Man. Shout out to them.
I always say, man, you know what I'm saying? To fight Porter, you know, you gotta be very well conditioned.
Yeah, and these young guys are well conditioned, you know.
You know, this man comes to drain every fucking ounce of your body. You know what I'm saying? This nigga just don't stop, man. He was tripping that on you, man.
I don't know. I thought at one time he must be hit a PED or hit some weed or something. That motherfucker was gone. He was making me tired watching him. I said, God, hey, you what's up? There's something that you need. Yeah, I need to take Porter for that. Damn, I just scratched my head like, God damn. I used to fix my food, come back, say, God damn.
That nigga be fighting like he's 25, man.
Good, right? Make me feel real. I said, man, I ain't watch this thing no more. Make me old. I'm old, but God damn. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. But I don't think Porter. I agree with brother Watcher. He should give it up. He don't want to fight him.
But you see Bradley just woke up and say that's it. He did the revenge rant. No mas.
He made a smart decision though, because he took too much damage in that fight against that Russian or whatever the guy. I forgot the guy, Provikanov, whatever his name is. Yeah. Now listen, and that's not the only reason, but what I'm saying is he was at least smart enough. I just don't see it ending well for Sean. I don't. We spoke on this since January. We're 6 months later. I'm still talking about it. He has no fight. The Crawford situation, yes, Crawford avoided him. But my point being in that situation was he didn't do enough to explain himself. And he's now a social media mogul now. He's a podcaster now. He's Hollywood now. It's Showtime, Sean Porter. So if that is the case, take that second step out the door, because when you go up against someone, because it's all good fighting Sebastian Formella. It's all good having those easy touches, but you're talking about, trying to get to the top and everything. It's like,
I tell you, when you fight, what about you fight Boots Ennis?
But he said he won't fight Boots. He said that out of his own mouth.
He said that on his podcast. And Bill Haney, remember when he was saying that Devin Haney Linares was fixed? And then Bill Haney said, I'm not going to come on your bitch ass show. And then Sean was like, not come on the show.
Yeah, it's on him.
No. That's weird. But still, I'm like, what?
He sound like an ice cream roast. Yeah, he needs to retire.
He needs to retire. He's so corny. I mean, he sits here and looks at what we do on YouTube and says, "Oh, I'm going to do it just like them. I'm going to get co-hosts, and hopefully, I can make some money in this." There's no money in this. We do it because it's a hobby. Stop thinking big dollar signs, Sean.
Right.
Sean Porter, stop thinking dollar signs. You want money? Keep boxing. Box people. Box people. Sean, you don't want to do that.
All Sean wants to do now is hang off the back of Errol Spencer's name and say, I did this to Errol. I did that to Errol. Well, and I've said it a million times, and some of the viewers are going to get frustrated from me regurgitating it, but, it needs to be said, okay? Sean, you did lose that fight. Just, mate, I know Errol hit you pretty hard in the 11th round, but you did lose that fight, Sean. And you've done nothing to have that get back,
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
And he took your belt. See, Sean, listen to me. You fought him, right? And he whooped your ass, and he took your belt. So if you was a real man, you would have been straighten up and fly right. You were trying to get your belt back, but see, you did not want to fight Spence because you know deep down inside you cannot beat him again. So and then you could have had an ample opportunity to fight Crawford. Then you let Crawford off the hook.
I thought that was gonna happen. When he said it, he said, "Oh, you don't want to? I'll take Crawford." I was like, "Okay, we got something good going, right?" And it just all evaporated.
He left him off the hook. He could have. They say with the WBO office. I believe they said it's in Puerto Rico. And then I'm like, okay, you all right, Porter. That's what I'm talking about. I want the man to fight, but he didn't follow it up.
I mean, I was excited for that one. I was like, okay, we're gonna see somebody prominent now come up. Let's see what's gonna happen.
Right. Come on, he didn't follow it up.
Sean Porter got his belt taken from him, and he wants to make excuses as to why he can't get that one back, let alone any other one. I mean, look at what Wilder had to get through to get this trilogy. He wants Sophia back. He wants the WBC belt back that got taken from him. He wants that. But Sean wants to sit up here and say, well, it's not about money, but it's about money. Oh, I need this much time. Oh, I got COVID. I got my podcast. A million fucking things this dude wants to says, and then he talks shit about Wilder. You were never a friend. You were supposed to be his friend.
Right.
You're supposed to be his friend. They were friends, but they weren't really in the end because he talks shit. He talks shit behind his back, and it's not like he's being critical. He's talking shit behind his back. It's funny because his dad, in my opinion, Kenny, is working harder than him, trying to organize shit. Hey, Sean, are we fighting? When are we fighting?
Right. I cannot get on the father no more. I can't call him, Kid Kango Kenny no more. I can't call him that no more because brother Watson is right. He's working harder. He's trying to get his son to fight. What is you doing?
K. Diddy Porter.
Yeah.
Sean's lost it. And when you see it, it's like, oh shit, there it is. I'm not saying it's a bad thing if you retire. I'm not saying that. It's a good thing. Live your life. Okay? You've achieved a hell of a lot, but again, if you want to continue in the sport, because I can't think of who he's gonna fight next. I don't know who the hell this dude's gonna fight. I have no idea.
I guess he had. I mean, we could. I mean, us as brothers on here, we could say he would have his pick, but I would tell you, I would lie him to say he would have his pick because whoever pick it is, I don't see. He don't have it harder. I don't see it. I mean, he's gonna fight Thurman.
I heard a rematch between those two was being talked about, but here's my problem with that fight. Thurman, okay, he hasn't fought in 2 years, and he was acting like Sean. He was acting like he was going to retire. Remember when me and Blackstar were talking about that shit, about how he cut his hair, and he's like, oh, this is get back season. It's June 2021. We have not seen the get back yet. Same thing with Sean.
How many months was it?
What would you say?
How many months was it? The last time you said
I forgot when he got that haircut. When he got the haircut and said it's get back season. It was last year sometime.
Yeah, it was. I think it was like around winter time.
Yeah,
I think October, November, maybe.
Yeah,
he said it.
Right. So we talking about more. We talking about we approach almost a year now. So it doesn't happen.
I mean, who's interested in this fight? I mean, look, the first fight was great, but the two guys are like, they're not like that anymore, in my opinion. And maybe Thurman beats Porter. Like, maybe he lands a big shot because Thurman hits hard. That's all it's gonna take, dude. If that weight cut doesn't go smoothly, Thurman nails this kid. Okay, he puts him down worse than last time. He almost put him down last time, but the point being is that he was able to land on Sean. Sean will be easier to hit now.
Yeah.
But it's just that fight is two guys that just don't want it anymore.
I think that if they were to announce a fight, they'll generate enough buzz. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's gonna think about what happened the first time. Oh, these guys are coming back at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll like right now. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys didn't really fuck with nobody. They should just make that happen.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. What you think about Joyce?
Joyce.
Yeah, boxer.
Good question. I don't know, but hey, like he's got his faults. You know what I'm saying? He got it.
Who'd you say? Joe Joyce.
Yeah.
He's dangerous, you know. I feel like if Daniel Dubois moved his head, he would have won.
Yeah.
Okay, because let's get this straight about Joe. Okay, he's fighting Takam next, right? Carlos Takam next. Now there's a risk that Joe could get outworked in that fight. Okay, there's a risk because he doesn't do too well when people are up on his chest because he gets crowded. But remember, Luis Ortiz said, yeah, I'll fight Joe Joyce. And then when Ortiz walked past Joe Joyce's face changed and everything, all that shit.
Right.
You know? So let's not say that Joe Joyce is some gamer and this and that. I mean, he is a gamer just for certain fights. Okay. So, we can all settle down on that. Like I think Joyce, he's good, he's a threat, man. He's really experienced. He should have won a gold medal, man. This guy got robbed at the Olympics.
Yeah, Rob.
He got robbed, dude. You know who he lost to? Tony Yoka. And Tony Yoka needs to be thrown out of the sport. I think, Tyrone, you know how I feel on that.
Yeah. I don't know. It is for me, man. These boxers in here, I don't know. Some of them are pre-honest, man.
Dude, like I'm seeing like some of these fights next, dude. Like I saw something about TC, I'm like, those three guys from 140. I'm like, really? Are those really like Prograis, Zepeda, and Ramirez? Is that true? Because I saw that he's fighting Zepeda next or something.
If he go down, I'm being honest. If he go down, y'all, if I forget, let me know and remind me to cook this motherfucker. I will cook this motherfucker. Anybody that wants to get it on here, I will cook TC. He better not even think about going on foot. He better not even. Yeah, I cook it. I might lose some subs over that, but hey, brother, remember it ain't gonna because you know how TC fans feel, brother Watcher, boxing, the club, what you call it?
The Bud Justice League.
Yeah, right. Justice League, man. They come after you. Yeah, they come after you and draw the. You listen here. You don't talk about it, but this motherfucker only got one belt. He can't. He don't have no negotiation. Now it's messed up. That first they were saying about maybe it could be like 60-40. Maybe it could be 70-30. Now it's not even 80-20.
I don't even care about all that, man.
And then but we got to get one crazy. He did beat the great Jeff Horn. Yes, he did. He did beat the great Jeff Horn.
Jeff Horn is trash.
We know, but my thing, I do. He is the great Jeff Horn.
I know. He is great, isn't he?
Listen, he is the welterweight, right? He's the great Jeff Horn, man. I'm trying. We know he tried, but he beat the great Jeff. We gotta give him a clap. At least you fought him. I mean, he's trash though, but he did what the WBO does. But the same fighter that beat Pacquiao, good one, TC, good one, TC.
You couldn't even get a fight with Pacquiao. And I don't even care about like anymore the negotiation side. Like for me, dude, what was telling was when they met in person that time in 2018. Errol was very calm.
Mm-hmm.
Terrence was very jumpy, very excited. It was like a little girl meeting a fan. Okay, that told me right there. That told me right there who wanted it and who didn't want it. That was enough for me, because I'm all about like body language and stuff like that. So we can kind of scrap the idea of Errol being scared because, and look, there are people I know that are going to disagree with me, and that is fine. Like I said, dude, don't make out like Errol is some dude that just sits back. Okay,
Yeah.
You know who likes to sit back? Sean Porter. That's who likes to sit back. Keith Thurman, they like to sit back. Look at Ugas. Ugas loves to sit back now. He's Mr. Hollywood now. He's at every damn fight, that guy. Is he in training camp? Probably not. I know Errol is, though.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like every time some fighter they get real pissed off. Oh, what's some? And Earl did this. And Earl Spence caused of that. Listen, you lost. Stop blaming Spence for everything. I don't know. Maybe Spence gave him a little brain damage and he acted like that. You will never know.
Well, he goes on about the car crash. I mean, like, okay, yeah, he did get into a car crash. He was drunk. Yeah, that is true. No one's like no one's refuting that. He turned it around though. I mean, that's inspirational. That shit.
Yeah.
I mean, now he's really like got a better perspective on life, and he fought Danny Garcia in his comeback, dude. Like, see, that's what it's about. So you can call Spencer drunk and this and that and make fun of his mistakes, but he fixed his mistakes. Do you understand?
True.
Okay. So, yeah, and look, I know he likes to drink. Okay, I know he does, but he's fixed it. Okay, so
he got a second lease on life.
Yeah.
Right, and he fixed it. But you know what the crazy thing about it? Now the when ever since he came back, he did not have Blu-ray. He did not work with Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Picture he would work with Blu-ray. Oh my goodness. But he said he gonna work with Blu-ray this time.
Yep. I just feel Spence, what I'm saying, like I like people like that. They're very dedicated to the sport, saying they take their things serious. And what I'm saying, like I think there's some people out there that they don't really, saying, like when it comes to prepping, they don't, they're doing half-ass, what I'm saying. I like when I see with that somebody's is prepping for a fight and I see that they're putting it in, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, dude, like, man, too many people don't understand. Like, there's some fighters this year that have exposed themselves. Jamal Charlo exposed himself. That's for sure. And also Jamal, I think he will become undisputed. I truly think he will. And what a shame I'm not going to be able to enjoy it as much now.
Yeah.
I mean, all of us were like writing for him. You know what I mean? Like Black Star's like, oh, I'm grateful he's got this opportunity. I've been really pushing for him. And I'll watch that fight. But there is the chance that he loses. Because he hasn't fought too many guys like Castano. I don't know how he deals with guys like that. I've not seen him deal with pressure fighters like that. I've not seen that. So make sure you win. Because I'm going to tell you this. If he loses that fight, he will never get a fucking shot at Undisputed again. If Jamel loses that fight, he will never get the opportunity again to fight for all those belts. Never.
Well, I think that, say it was a come up because he got those belts fighting motherfucking Rosario. You know what I'm saying? Like, Rosario had no business being in that ring with that man. I guess they offered him enough money. You know what I'm saying? He said, well, fuck it, let me do this shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Man.
it's the opportunity is up there for the grab. You know what I'm saying? Oh, who got all them belts? Yo, let's give him what he want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They knew he could beat him, but it was a big come up. You know what I'm saying? It's like a Mayweather situation where he bought himself out of HBO. How much you want? 740? Yo, let's give him the 740, nigga. I'm gonna be something bigger than this shit now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, man.
You know, he was like, hey, the opportunity was up for grabs right there. They got this guy who got lucky, got all these fucking belts. We could get this shit. How much you want? Let's make this shit happen. Let's offer it. Throw money at this nigga. He's not that big. Throw money at him. We want them belts.
Yeah, that was the strategy,
Yeah.
The
nigga big. He big on it. He said, what? How much? I'm from DR, nigga. I live in DR. How much they give me? How much is that out there when I change it?
I'll take that. Yeah, but I'm telling you, man, these guys with belts, they gotta start to smarten up because, middleweight is looking very murky. Okay, no, it's like no one wants to fight each other there now, and you know me, like me, I supported Jamal a hell of a lot, but I also supported Chris Eubank Jr.
Right.
Okay, now Chris Eubank Jr. is gonna steal the show. He's gonna take the shine. In my opinion, people can disagree. That's fine, but
Put you back.
Yeah,
I like him.
because I'm gonna tell you this, okay? And look, I get it. You have a rough fight here and there, but dude, that fight against Montiel and Charlo, like, come on. I mean, come on. That was ridiculous.
Listen, I'm just saying. I seen him at the beginning. I was like, what is this guy doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, but the guy can't fight though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He was taking some heavy shots that most guys would have been dropped. You know what I'm saying? And yes, he wobbled, but he hanged in there. And I said it before. If that guy Montiel, if he has some better trainers and anything, that man will be a problem because he can take a hit.
He hurt Jamal. He hurt Jamal in that fight.
You heard him.
I've never seen Jamal like that before, ever. Because I jumped out of my seat a bit when he hit him there. Okay? Now, that was Jamal's first real experience. Okay? And he got through it. Credit to him. I'm telling you this. If Chris Eubank Jr., was in there hitting you to the body, he would have stopped Jamal. He would have stopped Jamal because Eubank kills people to the body. That guy throws fucking 120 punches around.
Yep.
And he's not easy to hit either. Too many people go off some of his fights.
Listen, I was surprised when he lost. When he took that L that he lost, I was surprised. I couldn't see him losing.
Yeah.
When I saw him lose that fight, I was like, how? This thing is so good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You bet, just like the dad, but ain't sharp.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, but see, he has, and he's disciplined. That's
Very.
the important thing. He's he loves the gym. He lives for it. You never hear this man talking about this. You never see the man drunk. He doesn't drink. Jamal Charlo is on his social media going, I want to fight Canelo. Canelo is a very difficult fight for you now. Okay? And he's not even in the weight division. And this is where people need to start focusing on what's in front of them, not what's above them what's under them, what's in front of them, because someone's going to take your spot very soon.
Yep.
You know, I think Chris Eubank, because I remember when they were in New York, and Chris Eubank was saying, you know, I want your belt, Jamal. I want your belt. And Jamal's like, oh, you know, you should sit down and, you know, stop being ungrateful and this and that. But, you know, I'm telling you, dude, like Chris Eubank, he's gonna beat some guys, man. And you know, they're gonna get caught by surprise because they're too focused on other bullshit.
He's physically strong, man.
He's very, you know what? It's funny because he's got thin arms, but he's strong as shit. Like he's really strong in that clinch. And I feel like a lot of guys at middleweight, they're not good in the clinch. They're not good there. You know?
But I think he should be with some better trainers. I agree with you, Big.
He's with Roy now. This is Roy Jones.
Oh, he's with Roy now?
Yeah.
How long you been with Roy? You been with Roy?
For a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. Like
Chris Eubank is he's a quiet guy. He's pretty quiet, and he means his business.
he's a gentleman, man. He's a gentleman, man.
Yeah, he is. I mean, look, I know Billy Joe Saunders beat him, but come on, dude. Like, he beat the shit out of Billy Joe Saunders in that fight, you know, towards the end.
Yeah.
Like, straight up. You know?
That's a 1-on-1. I'll call him a traveling PED pop.
Yeah, man.
He
Andrade. I heard Chris Eubank Jr. and Andrade were in negotiations.
I don't understand. I just don't understand.
With that fight.
Big Joe Saunders get breaks. Man, it's like he got Lucky Charms. He gets breaks all the time.
What did he come out with today? And I'm probably sure people are defending him. Saunders.
I don't know. I don't know what he said. And he's retiring, from what I heard, which is good because he's a drug cheat anyway. So it's like, yeah, get the hell out of my sport, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I just had a problem with, you know what I'm saying, the way he trashed, you know what I'm saying, for this kid for taking a knee and you know the fight. Oh, I go out of my shield and then that. And then you and ironically you end up doing the same damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Wow. Talk about fucking karma.
Man, he need to leave them leaders alone, man. Leave them, man. You. It's like let's go to your head or something, he wow.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I just, you know what I'm saying, like I just ain't like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, I'm a fan of the sport, man, you know what I'm saying? Whether who it is, man, I could be watching nobody's. If they're fighting good, I'm watching them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And you know what I'm saying? And to talk that way about somebody else, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Have a little respect for the sport, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, that was the only problem I had against that, you know?
Yeah. It's just for me that these fighters do not. They don't have the sanctity for the sport no more. There's no discipline. There's no respect. You got Garcia. He said he want to retire when he's 26 because he still want to have IG counts.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean the one who let that white guy pump him. Remember that, right? You remember that, right? Remember he fell, he pumped him?
Oh yeah. Remember he faked mental illness?
Right, in Hawaii. Of all places, Hawaii.
No, Ryan can't fight. All he is.
He was coming up against Fortuna. I seen Fortuna fight, man. This thing gets it in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he's hard. That's a
He's
hard
he's a
individual.
dog. Even his box rec picture, his face is all sliced up and cut up. He's like a hard 30 years old. He's only 30, but he looks like he's 50. He's just a hard life. You can see it. He's not Campbell. Campbell come there, he'll lay down against anybody. Your mom will fight Campbell, and Campbell will give up. No, Fortuna is a dog. He comes to fight, and he's gonna catch him with that same left hand because he's a southpaw.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be lights out, and he punches harder than Campbell too.
That
He
guy's a
didn't want it. He
monster.
didn't want it.
Yeah.
He's a monster. That kid. Like that guy. I heard he like got attacked by a gang. I'm not sure if it's true.
His face looks like it did. I mean, look at his box rec picture. I'll actually pull up his box rec picture right now. He's had a hard life. 1 second.
Javier Fortuna would have beat Ryan, and Ryan knew that, so he found a way out. But guys, he didn't postpone that fight. He canceled that fight.
Yeah.
He canceled it. He didn't postpone it.
Yeah.
He could have fought him at a later date, but he chose not to. And Fortuna, he said, "Oh, it's okay, I understand." But we know deep down that he didn't think that. He thought this little playboy on Instagram negotiated to fight with me, and now he's pulling out and making bullshit excuses. They have no proof behind them at all. And I know Javier Fortuna has lost before. Who gives a shit? He's still fighting. He's still wanting to challenge himself.
He's still hungry. He's still hungry.
Yeah.
You see it? You see it underrated? I have it on the bottom. You can put it up.
Okay, hold on. Oh wow. Yeah.
30.
Take a sip.
32. That's a hard 32. Look at his face all sliced up. And
Yo,
cut up.
he came home. Like he came full big, yo. Like he was like he called a murder charge or something, man.
Look at his face. He's just all angry and mad. Like it's like a mugshot. He just wants to kill somebody. Then look at Ryan Garcia. They probably have Ryan Garcia smiling, going like, watch. Let me see this picture. He probably looks like a bitch.
You mean gay upper chin boy?
Yeah, watch. I guarantee you, he probably looks like a bitch.
If Black Star was here, he'd be absolutely grilling Ryan.
Yes, y'all.
Take forever to load up. Yeah, there it is. Well, what I tell you?
Oh.
I mean,
Looks
that's
like
not even a
karate kid.
comparison.
He look like a big Similac baby.
It's not even a comparison. Look at his photo and Fortuna's photo. You can't make it
Man,
up.
put a bib on you, Doxy.
Yeah, right.
He
You
does
can't
like a big similar. Look at that. You could tell, man. You could tell he just. Let me shut up. I'm on him.
Did you hear the shit he said about Tank a while back? He's like, "Oh, I would knock Tank out."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tank's like freaking 4 inches shorter than this dude, and I know for a fact Tank would freaking like kill this kid. Like Ryan can't fight. He cannot fight. Okay, freaking Gambosas would beat Ryan. This guy would beat Ryan.
Yeah, Coleman. Yeah. Just gonna get that.
I don't even know
Fortuna
much about
picture back
Kobe. I
up
know
there.
Tio.
Oh yeah, and y'all, and don't forget that he want to fight an exhibition too.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh, he wanted to steer clear from that. He didn't want to work with this guy.
Imagine Fortuna like in an alleyway, like wanting to have a street fight with you. Oh my god!
His face is like sliced up. You see all those cuts and stuff. Ryan Garcia's picture was the complete opposite of this. I mean, you can tell.
I'm telling you, man, he's a bigger Burke Similac baby, man. Come on, he is. He look mad young, mad shiny. Johnson baby Potter boy.
Johnson, man.
Oh man, like yo, he want to fight exhibition. Oh, I didn't say exhibition. Yes, you did.
Did I say that?
Yeah, he got so much excuses than a baby rattler. That's sad. That's sad. I don't like him either. I call him upper room chin boy. He always fires Tim up. I'm surprised ain't nobody knocked that off.
Yeah, man. Well, Campbell caught him for a second. Campbell caught him for a second.
Yeah, Campbell.
Yeah.
Campbell quit though. You know, and like I
Yeah.
said,
That guy quit any big fight.
If he would have had a little more power, he would have had him out.
you know that left hand he landed, right? Did you see the left hand Tank landed on Barrios on the weekend? The second knockdown.
Yeah.
He did the jab and the little stutter step, and then he landed over the top.
Yeah, right.
Ryan is a sucker, man. He can't defend shots at all. All he does is take one step back, and that's it. He doesn't do anything else. He doesn't know how to block, slip, do anything. He's shit, and he knows it, and he's out of his depth here. And this is what happens when you give it all this talk, and you come up against someone, okay? Because Fortuna can fight, okay? And he's got like 30. He's got almost 40 fights under his belt. It's crazy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, you know what I'm saying? Fortuna, you know what I'm saying? Like the way he was talking, the last time I seen him, he's like, listen, I fight anybody, bring him. I want a belt, bring anybody. I come against anybody. I was like, damn. This nigga don't care, man. I tell you, this nigga hungry for real.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. I love that. He's a gamer, you know?
Yeah, man.
He wants it.
You know, and like I said, you know, I was very impressed with him. You know, what I'm saying it wasn't like I ain't seen nothing slack. Like he really took it to the dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go, nigga. We're in a fight right here. You know, and he got, you know what I'm saying? He got the stoppage. You know.
Yep. He's with PBC, isn't he? Fortuna.
I have no idea who he's with, man. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's with PBC. I think he's with. Hold on, let me look it up. Javier Fortuna PBC.
He's with PBC. Actually,
Yeah, he's with PBC.
PBC. Okay.
Yeah, but you know, I think Al Heyman must have told him like, "Don't waste your time on that kid. Just leave it." We're not.
Well,
we're
he's
not
fighting Jojo Diaz. I think that's a good fight.
You know who I want to see? I want to see Yordenis Ugas versus Deontay Wilder.
Oh no. Ugas likes to show his ass. You know, he's a nobody. Nobody knows who he is. I don't know with him. He's like a wannabe Sean Porter, and Sean Porter's a wannabe. So
is that Blue Blood Sports TV in the background?
Wait.
Tyrone, is that Blue Blood Sports TV in the background?
Where?
I thought I heard it.
Is my mic? Is something wrong with my mic?
Yeah, it might be your mic.
Let me refresh my page.
It sounds like Blue Blood Sports TV's making a video over there.
Yeah, man. Yo, Blue Boy, get out of there, man. That's mine, man. Make your own, man.
Man, Blue Blood, he uploading that content, man. That's great.
He did? Oh, shit.
Do you think if
Yeah. Yo, Blue Boy, get out of there. That's mine, man. Oh, shit.
Yeah, turn that. Now, you know what is going to be really funny? Like, can you imagine if, like, July 24th, like, Wilder knocks out Fury, and let's just say Anthony Joshua was watching that in this, like, hotel room or whatever. You still got it on. Imagine he's watching that fight in his room, and he sees Wilder knock Fury out, and Joshua, like, turns to, like, Eddie Hearn, and he's like, hey, Eddie, when's the next mandatory that we got?
Do I have to fight Wilder? Please, I don't want to fight Wilder, please. Why? Because I don't want to beat wild animals out of me. Please don't.
Oh,
No, Eddie Hearn's going to see that, and he's going to go, oh, call the police.
Oh man, yo. Tell you, man, it ain't gonna be. But that ain't gonna be good for Joshua. I believe. I'm telling you. Yeah. I need Sule a while to go to get undisputed, but they'll they'll pull to the wings.
Yeah, man.
I just man saying that. I pray, man, yo, that Wilder pulls this out, man, because like I need, man. I want to fucking brag, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
I want to talk shit.
but you know when that happens, I want to know what the media gonna say then now.
I can't say shit. I can't say nothing. He was lifting 310 on the freaking bench press like an hour ago. Like, the dude clearly is in the physical peak now for this fight. You know, like he's just gonna.
If he was with me, I'd get him to 405 at least. But I don't know. I know boxers don't train for that like that. So
Yeah, man. I just want to see his more of the boxing ability in him.
Yeah,
I want to take Fury. I want him to take Fury to school, man. Like, come on, man. That at every, what I'm saying, like at every level, my man. You know what I'm saying? Thus, I'm treating you here.
who do you think is gonna? Because Wilder said he's got a secret coach coming in, and he's gonna reveal.
I hope it's George Foreman.
I think it's gonna be George Foreman as well.
Yeah,
Who you think? Who you said again? Who's gonna be?
George Foreman.
Oh.
I think George and Foreman and Wilder share some similarities, and one is the power, obviously. Both very physical,
Yeah.
And yeah, I think George would be good, but I'm trying to think of other trainers maybe that could be out there that he might bring in, but I'm just wondering. I don't know.
What about Lennox Lewis?
Nah, it won't be Lennox. Lennox will be commentating, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe like who do you think? I'm trying to think of people who hit like really hard from like the 80s and 90s.
80s and 90s.
Ernie
There's
Shavers.
a lot.
The Ernie Shavers. You got who else?
For those eras, there were a lot of people out there.
Yeah. Oh, Ronnie Lyles.
Mm-hmm.
Julian Jackson? Nah, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I never forget he got smoked by McClendon twice.
Yeah. It's funny that, he hit so hard, but as soon as he got in there and got hit back, bloody hell, he crumbled,
Yeah, this kid took him out. McClellan.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, McClendon fucking killed that kid.
He was like one of my favorite boxers, man. It's sad what happened to him, man.
That was a mess. I can't stomach it. Like, I can't watch the fight and I can't watch the documentary on it because it's just a bit too much.
Yeah. And you know who did that, right? It was Nigel Benn.
It was, yeah. It was Nigel.
I remember that fight clear because that was the undercard with De La Hoya fighting. That was back in '95.
It was in the 90s, 95.
Yeah,
Chris
man.
Eubank did a similar thing to I always forget his name. Michael Watson. Eubank got knocked down.
Yeah.
He got back up and he threw a right hand and that was it. And Michael Watson, he's like Gerald a bit, but he has got better. He's like a bit deaf and everything.
Yeah.
And he can't really talk properly. He can, I can understand what he's saying. He's better now than he was before. But this is the risk involved. You know, you can't play around with it.
And you know, it's crazy that fight that McLennan when he fought of Nigel Benn, he had Nigel Benn almost out of the fucking ring.
Yeah, in the first round.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, you know, as the fight went on, clearly something was bothering him, because he it wasn't like he got knocked down. He took a knee.
Yeah.
And you know, say like they were surprised. Oh, he's taking a neck count. He took a knee, and the next thing you know, he was just laid out, man. I was like, what the fuck happened? You know, a fucking brain aneurysm.
Yeah, I think I do think though that maybe a part of it was a small part of it was probably from Julian Jackson, the fights beforehand, because when you get hit like that, you know, by a puncher like that, I know he won those fights, but maybe that had a small side effect to do with it. But I know that Gerald McLennan's sister looks after Gerald now. There was a video of Nigel visiting Gerald when Gerald was in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And like Gerald's like almost he's like half deaf, so he can't really hear. And he's like, who's here? Because he's blind as well. He's like, who's like here? Like, who's visiting me? And the sister is saying, like, Nigel's like in his ear saying, it's Nigel Benn. And Gerald's like, oh, Nigel. Like, the man was like, he was glad to see him.
Yeah.
And that's crazy that, like.
But you see the first expression of Nigel Benn? Well, when you see that, it's like he was under cry.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he like broke down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and like him and the sister, like, yeah, I mean, bless Gerald, man. Like, man, he was so good.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I used to like, you know, like I said, you know what I'm saying? He was like one, cause he was like so athletically built, like, he was a beast, man.
He can move.
Yeah.
You know, he's for one of the few people he could knock you out with tippy toes. He could knock you out when he go backwards. Excellent counter puncher, pretty good defense. I mean, he could knock you out with any punch. I said, God damn.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, Julian, that motherfucker was a beast, man.
Yeah.
Yo, like this nigga was like everybody went down with his words.
My God, he is so hard. When I first saw him, I'm like, because I know he was a super welterweight and he went up to middleweight, but I thought when I first saw him, like his shoulders, I said, this is a heavyweight, right? But it's not. He's a freaking super welterweight, you know? And like that dude, the problem with him is he faded. When it got a bit too hard, he faded. You know, and I've seen a lot of big punches. The guys can punch, but they can't take a punch.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. It's rare to find people like that. You know, but that was a different time.
Yeah, that's just like when with Terry Norris and when he fought Sugar Ray. You know what I'm saying? It was like he, you know, like Terry was on his come up. You know what I'm saying? Like he, you know, was the thing, you know, he fought against the Gray, and you know, it was like you know, he put Sugar Ray into retirement. You know what I'm saying? Damn near they took, you know, fucked up his eye.
Yeah,
that shit was crazy. You know, it's like you say, man. You know, it comes a time when you got to pass that torch over.
Yeah, it happens. You know, the torch gets passed over. I mean, Joshua Klitschko. I wouldn't say Joshua Klitschko was a passing of the torch. I mean, they make it out to be. I mean, really, Fury and Klitschko was a passing of the torch because he beat him first. But you know, it does happen. You know, I mean, but some guys get out early.
Yeah.
And like Vitaly Klitschko got out at the right time when the competition started to really build up. You had like your Wilders coming up, your Staverns, Joshua lurking around there.
Yeah. But then again, you got to think about it. They had years holding on to these belts. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he he rightfully, stepped down at the right time, like you said. It's like yo, man, they had like for what, like 10 years better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God, that's a long fucking time, man.
That's true, yo.
Yeah, man.
I think you got some people in the chat underrated.
Yeah, I just got him. What's up, Prince Pierre? What's good? It's happy that you here. Prince Mike Tyson, thanks for coming. Welcome to the underrated boxing talk number 32. We got the TS boxing in effect. We got watch out, brother, watch out from down under. Then we got Big Spence. Looks right there. Watch out his forehead. He gets you. He gets you. And then we had Bruce Gold. He was a platform. He was over here. So shout out to y'all. Thanks for coming. Thank you, Prison Mike Tyson, PA. Thanks for coming. Appreciate that. My dude got a cash app is $ capital JT 53000. Also I have a PayPal. It's paypal.me/ all in cap JT Black 53. Also has super chat. If you do not have that, please hit the like button and share this out. That'd be greatly appreciated. And I thank y'all from the bottom of my heart that y'all come here. Very much appreciated. Don't make it your last time to come here. My boxing channel, I have different stuff from here, but I'm gonna give you a boxing sooner or later. I will start my own sports show. Watch out for that soon. And we're gonna talk about boxing, talk about Olympics. Watch. There's gonna be some stuff. Ladies, you could join it too. You could join boxing too. So welcome. G5 in the building. Thanks for coming. Chris Pierre in the building. Pigeon Mike Tyson in the building. Thanks for y'all for coming. I very much appreciate it. Very much. We're gonna stay here a few more minutes and we're gonna tighten things up and everything. Matter of fact, let me ask you a question, Big Spence. Who's your favorite fighter of all time?
Damn. Man,
Yeah.
it's so many of them. Like I said, man, I'm a fan of the sport, man. You know what I'm saying? When I see that people get this serious about it, man, I love them all, man.
Gotcha. Okay.
I got no picks, man. Like, yo, just do your thing. You do your thing, nigga. I'm with you.
All right, I'm gonna let you go this time. Next time you gonna give me a fight.
I get it.
Yeah, you'll give me a fight. I'm gonna let you go this time. Okay, brother Walter, did I ever ask you who's your favorite fight? I think I did. But brother TS Boxing, who's your favorite fighter of all time?
I'm not sure, man. I can throw out names: Jack Johnson, Floyd Patterson,
Okay.
James Toney.
Oh yeah.
Like
He was probably the most skilled fighter I saw. Well, at the heavier weight, anything above.
And not in the Hall of Fame either.
Yeah, that's bullshit. I mean, they got
Isn't it?
Carl Froch from the UK. I mean, he's a nice little fighter, but I mean, he will get smoked by James Toney. He'd get smoked by Chris Eubank and the other guys. But somehow he's getting into the Hall of Fame, which is bullshit.
Repeat the name again, please.
Carl Froch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's not. There's other guys who should be in over him, but I mean, I don't know. I can tell you my favorite fighter right now.
Okay.
Watcher knows him. I don't know if you
Oh
guys know him,
God.
but he's from South Africa. His name is Ilunga Makabu. He's the cruiserweight.
Oh,
Right.
From the
He's a
Congo,
cruiserweight.
man.
He's my favorite fighter.
okay.
Yeah.
Got a drink for that one.
Now I'm gonna tell you this, Underrated. You know, from back in the days, I got two people.
Okay.
As you already know, Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Oh, you can't go wrong for that, right?
You know what I'm saying? And then got motherfucking Azuma Nelson.
Oh, another
yeah.
you got some heavy hitters too. Yeah, Zuma can fight. Yeah, he's very underrated too.
I used to love when he used to get people in trouble because he was a prowler. Like,
Yeah,
with the arms, like, yeah, I'm coming for you.
I know. Yeah, very underrated too.
Yup.
Very underrated. A watcher.
Oh, I got plenty, but the one that I always just just go to is Big George, man. George Foreman. You know,
Big George.
my goodness, what a career. You know, what a man, what a fighter, and not just one career, two careers.
Yep.
You know?
Yes.
It's unique. It's so unique, and it's an honor to know about it. You know, and to see that old footage, it's crazy.
Especially the way he took out Moore.
Oh, it's the best, man. I love how Moore tried to get up, and it's like, nah, dude, you ain't getting up. Don't try to get up.
I would say, I do the thing. My mind says me get up, but my body.
Get out of here. Prince Pierre said my favorite when I was a teenager was Roy Jones Jr. Well, you can't go wrong with that.
You know what I'm saying? That was the other day for me. Oh man.
But you know what? It was one of my favorites fighter, but like it was I know they're gonna laugh at me at this. It's Ray Boom Boom Mancini.
Oh, Boom Boom? Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's when I was younger, yeah.
Then Boom Boom, he killed that. He killed that Chinese kid.
Man, he old now. He's commentating on PBC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right, though.
That's the one. That's the one he fought. I think that Korean guy killed him.
Yeah, he killed him. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was back in the 15 round days, man.
Right, they were going at it, man. Blood, sweat, and tears. They were going at it. Yo, wasn't high no air conditioning or nothing. They find them old buildings and all that.
Yeah. Shit. I think Boom. I don't know. You know, maybe I don't know the whole history behind it, but I think Boom Boom might have been like the first in those recent times that was the first boxer to kill somebody, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I remember that shit. And I was young, you know what I'm saying? Like I was younger, you know what I'm saying, when that shit happened. But I remember, you know what I'm saying, the thing behind it.
I tell you, yeah. Yes, okay. Hold on. Like this. Oh my goodness. Okay, T.S. Box said that he's out. He said, shout out to everybody. I guess we can close this out and everything. This how we do it, Brother Spence, Big Spence. What we do, each person give their last remarks and they stay, and we close it out together as a family.
All right.
So you don't leave. You stay your way right there. I don't care. I don't care. You got a sandwich waiting for you. You stay your ass right there. Yeah. But I can't mess with him because he got a boy head like me, man. Leave us alone, man. All right, Big Space. Last remarks, please. Then, Brother Walter, y'all stay right there. I'm saying my last remarks, and we gonna close it out as a family.
Well, my remarks on this, my brother. Thank you. I want to thank you for having me. You know what I'm saying? It's a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? I love this. This is what I live for. And hey, listen, I'm a phone call away, my brother. Anytime you call me, and we're always gonna get it in.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you fam now. You win. You win. I'm gonna start doing more of these and everything. If watch stop to call me, man. Cause watching he be treating me like a stepchild, man. Nah, I'm just messing, brother. Brother, watching last remarks, please.
No, I'm too busy tackling crocodiles over here. I'm kidding. But yeah, it's been great coming back on, chopping it up. I appreciate it coming on. It was good talking to all you guys, man. Great conversation. And I'd like to give a shout out to the chat as well, to all the people that came by. Shout out to you guys as well, man.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. You don't leave, brother. Watch you stay right there. I want to shout out to everybody that came by, brother from down under. Said newcomers, Pigeon, Mike Tyson. Please come back. I also do other things on my channel, and also brother Piss Priere. He be on Mace Taggart channel. Shout out to Mace Taggart. Shout out to you, brother. Please come back and everything. And my thing is just that they just keep on hold on for 1 second. Oh man. Hold on for 1 second, please. Prince Pierre, all right. But I want to not anybody that traveling, please travel safely. Because the climate is out there to your destination or home. Please, if you travel by yourself, make sure you take extra precaution to get home. Like I said, the climate is out there. Peace to y'all and your families in the panel, and even also in the chat. Peace to y'all and your families. Until next. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yesterday I did the underrated music talk. I read about Benny Siegel. We call him Beans. I want you to go check it out. It should be finished and loaded up now. I want you to go check it out. And this is the end of the underrated boxing talk number 32, 33. Might be in a few days. Might be in a few days. It depends. It really depends. But salute to everybody. Big Spence in the building.
All right, my brother. You already know, my brother.
That's right. TS Boxing in the building. Brother, watch out from down under. And yours truly, yours truly, the number one grinder. Nobody don't grind like me. Believe that. Joey the Serpent. You came in late, bro. You're $1 short. You came late, bro. But I love you too. But I want you to go check out Joey the Serpent. He did his first live day before yesterday. I want you to go check it out and everything. But on this one, until next time, be safe. This one is.
Bam.